the same to me. Recently feel like the same days on repeat. Don't know how it became. I've gotta say though that this ain't for me. Desperately, I need some kind of release. I don't care what in the form of, but I need it quick, yeah, I need it strong. Something to take the edge off how I feel. Cause I feel like I'm wasting all my time. I'm stuck in a daydream, and I've been this way ever since I was 18. Won't change me. I went to my feet hurt, but keep going deeper. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream, daydream. If I had my own way, I'd break away from all uncertainty. I'd do me, act a fool to the fool that thinks a fool in me. Absolutely, I got blue eyes, but sometimes the red. I don't think that I'd have been, but when I fly, I lie inside my head. Feel the old me just fading away into the background, and no one can see. I'm a prisoner inside my own brain, but I feel free. Why? I don't care what in the form of, but I need it quick, yeah, I need it strong. Something to take the edge off how I feel. Cause I feel like I'm wasting all my time. I'm stuck in a daydream, and I've been this way ever since I was 18. Won't change me. I went to my feet hurt, but keep going deeper. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream, daydream. How the time flies when we're sky high. I know it ain't right, it's just something that we do to pass the time inside my mind. Recently I feel like a goldfish the more that I smoke this. Oh shit, I think people are starting to notice I'm not myself no more now. I daydream, and I've been this way ever since I was 18. Won't change me. I went to my feet hurt, but keep going deeper. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream, daydream. I'm lost in a daydream, daydream, daydream. I'm coming up just a little bit. Never want to quit. I'm feeling it the way it's elevated. Vision is blurry, feel it and dizzy. You elevate me. Feel the rush every little bit. Never want to quit. I'm feeling it. This haziness is elevated. Vision is blurry. Feel what and they say. You elevate me. Vision is blurry. Feel what and they say. You elevate me. Yeah.
Dedication. tribute, if you will.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, said, come
We're
on.
here. We're live.
We are here and we are live. Ladies
We're
and
all the
gentlemen,
way live.
Hey yo.
hey yo.
Where you guys at? Give me a too sweet. Too sweet.
Sweet.
What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
What up? What up? How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good?
Doing good. Excited.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
got double A
excited.
on.
Hey,
We
and
do
apparently
have-
I'm the only one repping the shirt.
You know why? I'm wearing the Descendant. Yeah, and he's rocking right there.
There we go.
I'm wearing the children of the NWO right now. I'm wearing Bullet Club, and Bullet
All
Club is basically what evolved from the NWO and everything like that. I mean, the Too Sweet moved with them, so
It's allowable.
it's allowable, right?
It was tough to get there, but it got there.
Yeah. Anyways, you are now watching the Distance Nerding live stream,
He's double A.
He's young Phil,
and he's Jamez 5000.
and
we're
we're
here to
here
nerd together.
that was off
All right.
cue.
We screw it up every live show. And
Every
We-
time, man.
We're talking about anything: pop culture, movies, food, music, wrestling, whatever you're nerding out on. We want to talk about it.
Now, guys, you got to follow us on all the social medias, every social media that exists, wherever you can find us on social media, wherever you can find any social media, we are
GeoCities.
there. So that is the Instagrams, the Twitch, the YouTubes, the Facebooks. I said the Instagrams
You
already.
said
The Twitter.
GeoCities.
GeoCities.
GeoCities,
Angel,
Friendster.
how about Angel Fire? Isn't that
Angel
a thing?
Fire for sure, Friendster, MySpace.
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
That's
Yes. Yes, that is definitely where we are right now. Do you guys see that cool ship behind me? Look at that.
Can
see
you
a
cuss
ship.
on this show? I see a ship with a he.
good. I don't know if I see a cool ship.
I see
Just
cool
saying.
shit behind me. That's
And
what
I do see cool shit also. So
Yeah. Right there.
it's awesome.
Yeah, the Dutch Crunch. What is it? What's the name again?
It's a Dutch rudder. Dutch rudder.
Yeah, that's the Dutch rudder. That's what that is. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Excuse me.
Durmstrang is what it's called.
That's the
That's what I
worst name
said.
ever.
That's what I said.
It's
Yeah.
where were they from? It's Croatian. I don't know.
Dermalogica. Not a
Yeah,
face cream.
I know, right? Actually, no. Where were they from? I don't remember. I'm moving on.
See, moving on. This episode, we have the download, where we say thank you to the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then
Sad
we also
news.
have rumors from a galaxy far, far away.
And this week we do have a lot of rumors from a galaxy far, far
Yeah.
away. But I mean, still, yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this.
Even
Because
though we're
we
starting
have-
off sad.
I know.
I
I
know.
was gonna say we
Sorry.
have the one, the only double A in the building.
I appreciate that, sir.
Double A
Thank you.
in the
Thank
building.
you. Thank you. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the entire clan to hop on because it's later. It's done later on Wednesdays, so
Yeah.
a little late on the other side of the continent.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they
What?
party animals? Come on.
Yeah, I know, right? But
I don't know where my brother-in-law. Where in the world is Joseph Mulder? It's like Carmen San Diego. I don't know where he's at this year or this week.
It's like this year.
Where in the world is
Joseph Mulder.
do we know what he actually does?
That's fine.
It's no. I mean, still has
It's
above top secret
confidential?
clearance. But
alright,
he
okay.
he does work for a defense contractor.
I'm just saying, like those
For
Mission
our
Impossible movies.
allies.
Those Mission Impossible movies and like the Jack
Right.
Reacher show. Somebody's got to
picture
create the content.
is
You know what I mean?
based on Joseph Mulder's life.
Exactly.
That's why when he was like in Stockholm or in Amsterdam or he posts the pictures wearing the distance learning shirt. That's a cover, just because he's not actually in that area.
Yeah.
It's a green screen behind him.
Right. Really, he's in like Antarctica
Exactly.
trying to
Find the
board a
pyramids?
submarine.
Or he's
Find
trying
the upside down
trying to
pyramids.
and he's trying to prevent a nuclear strike.
Exactly. And we'll never know how close to ending the world it was because he saved it with 3 seconds
Exactly.
left.
Exactly.
And we'll only know because he comes home with a pet penguin.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Now, guys, we do have some shout outs to get done here. So first shout out, just throwing this out there, right? Guys, our entire stream is not possible without this organization that powers our entire stream, and that organization is Poddex. Guys, Poddex are a unique interview question and episode starting prompt in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Now, use the code nerding10. That is nerding10. Where's my right there? Okay. Nerding10 to get 10% off of anything you purchase on poddex.com. Now we use Poddex. We use the app mostly, and that's $40 a year. But it's pretty awesome, guys. I mean, pretty much the idea is, if I open the app right here, as you guys are seeing it right there,
$40 a year. That's like
it's a steal, man. It really is.
Break it down, it's like
$3 a month.
Coffee. Yeah.
$3 a month, I think. Or no, not $3 a month.
Yeah.
That would be
math. Do it. Do math.
Yeah. And you can see right here. So the idea is being like, okay, we look for a category, and it's basically okay. So movie night, right? I open up movie night, and it pulls up a question right in the front, right there. Which movie do you think is way overhyped? Oh God, I know.
Lord of the Rings.
1,000 of these.
Wow.
Harry Potter.
So take your time. Think about it. You don't have to jump right away.
Then you can pop over to the next one, and the next one says Blu-ray or DVD. Blu-ray, obviously. Come on. Right. So, guys, you're going to want to check out poddex.com and get yourselves some Poddex there.
Now, because I'm old school and I'm the resident boomer on the show, can you get tangible cards?
Yes. Yeah. So,
how much do those run? If you don't want to do the $40 a year, how much do the card decks run?
That's a good question. Now, we have 2 decks ourselves, but they're at.
And does the 10% apply to the cards also?
Yes. So the 10% is anything you purchase on poddex.com.
That's awesome.
Packs run about $15 each, and there's like
2,
4, 6, 8. There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, so
bunch of different ones.
You're right. They're about $15 each. So when you like pull up a deck right there, you can see pricing is about $15. Now also other things you can get on there is like podcaster merch and things like that. Like you guys have probably seen me at cons wearing this, but I wear like a shirt that looks like it's a Supreme shirt, but it says podcaster on it. That's Poddex as well. So all that kind of stuff you can get on poddex.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
And 10%
they have
off.
expansion decks. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Which again, if you get the app, all that stuff is in the app.
It's all in the app. Yeah.
Yeah, you get all those things plus in the app. It's
all in the app.
There's a monthly giveaway. There's member discounts, community things. It'll walk you through if you ever need to get sponsored or anything like that. It's pretty cool, man.
You know what? I'm thinking you could even use those if you don't have a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I could probably get those, and because I know my mom's listening, because she's in the chat saying if we, my brother-in-law said what he did for a living, he'd have to kill us. But I could probably get those for them for their anniversary, so mom and dad would talk more, and they would be a conversation starter. So
no, but they're good icebreakers. I mean, that just in general, it's a good kind of like party game. Me and Jackie learned when we did the New Year's stream that it's just a fun party game in general. Yeah. Like you can just ask your friends questions, and if you're with a whole group of people and just like just around the table and be like, all right, cool, here's a question, pop. DVDs or Blu-ray and why, and it's really interesting, and you get to learn like how people kind of think or the way why they like certain things. It's pretty cool.
I'll
like
say
it.
it. I'm DVD.
Why would you want
I know.
Two
Inferior audio and visuals.
exactly?
Because the only place I watch DVDs is in our minivan, in the shaggin' wagon. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
that's
can
all
see
we
that.
got.
I can see that. A little
Is it called the
nostalgia.
Shaggin' Wagon because your 3 kids were made inside of it?
No,
you wanna-
I have shag carpet on the walls.
Uh,
That's why.
DVDs?
DVDs. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, if you are wondering, and we know Poddex is the sponsor of the stream, but if you guys want to know what powers young Phil, then you need
What
to look
powers young Phil?
right there. If you're wondering, then you need to look no further than Dubby. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrins, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Guys, if you want to find out more, go to dubby.gg as in good game.
Good,
Dubby,
good question on that.
Yeah.
What's a .gg?
it's whatever it is that they're using at the time. So I don't know what it actually means, but again, in gaming, GG means good game.
Well, yeah, I just didn't think there was domains that ended in .gg, so
I didn't
wasn't
either.
sure. I feel like that's a question for James that he's not going to field.
Nope, not at all.
They probably purchased their own domain like that.
Right?
Keep it a mystery.
Yeah, but this week or on this episode, I think I'm going to do a mixture here. So I'm doing the Galaxy Grenade, which is watermelon and guava and lime.
See, if it didn't have the watermelon, I could get down with that.
I'm
We talked
telling
about
you,
that
dude,
last time I was
it
here.
tastes so good. You have to try it. I'm gonna next time I see you, if I have some around, I'm gonna make some for you, and you're gonna change your mind. I guarantee it.
Well, Phil, funny that you say next time you see me, because what popped up in my emails, I get all types of stuff from my LinkedIn account, and hey, your company is hiring for Central Valley because it's growing so big. So feel free to relocate on down here. There are jobs waiting for you within your own company.
You remember when I went down to Fresno? It was
Yeah.
because we don't have enough technicians down there.
Yeah.
So
They're hiring, buddy. Come on down.
now the other flavor I'm putting in here is the
You're mixing them?
Dub Sludge. I'm mixing them. I've done this
Oh.
before. It tastes amazing.
Hmm.
It just tastes like a fruit cocktail. It's so good. But this one, Dub Sludge, is Granny Smith apple and cherry.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Now I'm not putting fizzy water in it right now because our cartridge is out.
Oh, like a soda stream?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just drinking
I
flat.
have fizzy water right here. I can get you some.
Yeah, that's if I move down
Just
there, right?
Throw it at the camera. He'll catch it. I promise.
Yeah,
I
Maybe
happens.
if we
He does it all the time.
maybe we can get them to sponsor us.
There you go.
They're here.
Sam Pellegrino,
San Pellegrino. Yeah, they're definitely gonna
not sponsor us.
us. Yeah, that's the first company that wants to sponsor a bunch of nerds talking about nerd stuff.
Yeah.
By the
go to
way, real
Italy-
quick.
go to Italy with that. To like, hey, we have a podcast in Northern California. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh, so good.
Just to keep it international, let's talk about what .gg is.
Yeah. What do you got,
So-
man? I'm interested.
.gg is the country code for Ballywick of Guernsey.
That's made up.
It totally
That's not a-
sounds made up.
Because
But-
and I get what you're saying, because .rs would be like Russia, you get
Yes.
the dot for different countries. That I totally understand.
I think we're not supposed to talk about Russia.
I'm sorry.
now.
You can bleep that out.
It's like Bruno.
But GG,
But GG is like Guernsey, but I guess it's gaining popularity because they did open it up for people to buy .gg, and I guess all the gamers and esports communities are buying up the .gg.
well, yeah, I mean, especially you would target the gaming community because, like what Phil said, good game, good game. I mean, that
Or
would be
get good.
That's smart.
Like if you're
Exactly.
toxic, then get good is what GG stands for. But
No one's toxic on this show.
I've never heard of
try not to.
Ballywick of Guernsey.
Yeah,
Where is that?
you know what that sounds like? A
Sure.
Knight's Tale when he makes up where he's from.
Oh yeah,
Right?
That's what that sounds like.
You can only do so many Googles. during an episode. I think it's in Europe.
I would hope so. I wouldn't think that'd be in Australia.
I think it's in France or like near France.
Ballywick of Guernsey.
Anyways,
Anyway, moving on.
It's a territory.
okay, he said move on.
No, you go
We're
ahead.
not moving on. Oh, you're still mixing
This week's on
Debbie?
distance nerding
No, we're good.
geography lessons.
We can move on.
Yep. By the
Uh,
way, Anita Watson is calling one of you guys a butthead. I'm
That
assuming
was
it's
me
both
for
of you.
probably him.
Probably me, since I made the comment about mom and dad.
Yeah, there you
And I
go.
love them both. I wouldn't be here without them, obviously, but I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
Right. It's also that he is their son, so I would think,
Yeah.
he's the butthead.
Exactly. You want to do the Geek End update?
It's time for the Geek End
He might have pulled a hernia on that one.
That was very Mel Brooks of him.
Now he's just having a stroke or something. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Geek End update. We're crossing state lines, people. Gem State Comic-Con is April 9th in Boise, Idaho, and we're going.
We are going to be
Is
there.
Idaho the gem state?
Yes.
It is the Gem State.
I didn't know that. I learned something new. Look at we're all about geography today.
We're educating people. We're GG. We're getting good. We're getting good.
Let's see what
So
I like it. Nice call.
Gem State Comic-Con,
pretty good.
Boise, Idaho. Come, celebrate all your various fandoms. There's going to be vendors and exhibitors and artists selling all kinds of stuff, So
Gems,
if you want to make
perhaps?
gems, maybe
Might.
somebody's going to have some gems. That's good. That'll be a little bit on the nose, but that's fine.
Gems and potatoes, I'm assuming.
Right. They're going to have special guests, which Philippe and maybe me will be doing some interviews with, right?
Wait, you guys are going to Idaho?
We're
Yeah.
going to Idaho.
What?
That was the
Yeah,
lead-in on the copy. Yeah, we're going to
Oh.
Idaho.
Look at you
Road
guys.
trip. Want to go?
Look
Let's
at
go.
You guys.
Want to go?
Road trip? I mean, I think
Yeah.
you just flying the jet. It's not
Yeah.
really a road trip.
We're driving.
I could take the jet, right? Which
Who
is
takes-
nice.
Who takes the motorhome?
But then
disconcerting
Philippe's got to
travel
come.
bus?
I'm like, ugh, now we got to. Guess we're just going to drive the car,
Yeah, I know, right? You trying to go or what, dude?
No, I just didn't realize you guys were going to Idaho.
Yeah, next
I
month.
just learned
next
something new.
month.
Man, I'm learning all types of stuff today.
It's good stuff. So, I mean, it's a Comic-Con. It's going to be in Idaho. It is Colossus Girl, who we partner with a lot for, say, Powerhouse Comic-Con, California Republic Comic-Con. What are the other ones? Metal Arc Comic-Con. Silver Age we'll be going to later on in this year.
Mhm.
It's their home con because they're based out of Idaho.
Mhm.
But they're going to have Kerry Tagawa there. So he's internationally known actor, been in tons of movies, best known for who was he in Mortal Kombat?
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. So he'll be there. So we get to
Wait, the
interview
old
him.
guy with the mustache?
You remember the first Mortal Kombat movie? Your soul is
Yeah.
mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly who. Yep. Got it.
Finish
Okay.
him.
Yes.
That dude.
Now I know.
Or if
Yeah,
you've seen Man in the High Castle, he is the inspector in Man in the High Castle.
No, he's not the inspector. He's the ministry worker. The inspector is the really bad.
The young kid is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, no, I thought he was an inspector too, though. I thought he worked in.
No, he's like who the inspector reported to, but the
Right.
inspector was, or the guy he reported to, he was worked for like the ministry, and he was trying to keep peace between the two sides.
Yeah.
And then he figured out portal.
he's
travel.
the one that ends up in Berkeley.
Yes. Oh, that show is so good. I don't know why
Yeah.
people have not seen it, man.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
So
it's so
good.
good, man.
What is it on?
Amazon.
Amazon.
When
Oh.
Amazon came out with their streaming service, it was their first real big budget show that they really pushed.
It was also
And-
the biggest budget TV show in the history of TV.
It's one of those shows though that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You
It's one of
can't
those shows
have-
where
Yeah.
they didn't put any budget into marketing because I haven't heard of it.
What?
No, their marketing was ridiculous when it was
Yeah.
out.
It's why
Oh.
I got Prime Video.
Well,
Literally,
they need to advertise during Blippi and during
Blippi.
Dory the Explorer. You know,
Oh,
because I'm
Blippi
not
is on
seeing it, bro.
constant rotation around here.
I'm not seeing it. Let's get back to Gem State. So
Sorry.
Kerry Tagawa, who will be there. Kyle Pasek, who we've met at was that Powerhouse Comic-Con?
is that Powerhouse?
But he'll be there. He was the off-world Jawa from The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
And then he's also played a couple other roles in The Mandalorian and in Book of Boba Fett, I think.
Yeah,
So
he was also all the Jawas that got thrown off of the sand.
yes. Yes. That is such like a good like piece on your resume. Like, hey, seen that one episode of Mandalorian with the Jawas? Oh yeah, I know that one. He's like, everyone that jumped, everyone that fell off the sandcrawler, that was me.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that? And he's got a motocross company, so it's perfect.
Oh,
It's
that's
so
awesome.
perfect.
Mhm.
So he's a cool guy. He's super cool. So Kyle Pasek's going to be there. Jackie Lastra, who's
Mhm.
big in the anime world. She's been in what is it? Hunter by Hunter, Gundam, Beyblade, One Punch Man, Pokemon, Demon Slayer, like all the heavy hitter anime
Yeah.
shows.
She's a voice actress for or a dub actress for US anime.
Exactly. And then if you're a Power Ranger buff, we got a double shot of Power Ranger. We got Jack Guzman, known as the Black Ranger from Power Rangers Wild Force. I forgot what that one was, but
Mhm.
it was like the animal one, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So he'll be there, and then Romy J. Sharf, the original Alpha 5, like the body actor.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, Alpha 5, remember? Who didn't watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers back in the day?
I
Right.
did not.
Oh,
Well,
I watched it. I love that show back in the day.
I was gonna make an old joke, but I was like, but James watched it.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
older
a
than
good
James,
show.
though.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
You guys
Make
are
sure to
age, dude.
make sure to check out gemstatecomiccon.com for tickets and info. And if you're there, drop by the Distance Nerding booth or the stage, because we'll be at the main stage. We'll be giving away some prizes, giving away stickers. Come by, hang out with us. Free swag, free stuff.
Exactly.
Everybody likes
Gem
free stuff.
State- Exactly. April 9th at the Expo Idaho in beautiful Boise, Idaho.
Boise.
Boise. I like it.
I like it too.
I do too.
Yeah!
Someone take that button away from him.
I know,
No.
right?
No. Try it.
You need an oh no one.
Try
You
it.
need
Try
like a
Oh yeah!
it. Oh no. Oh no. My parents are gonna come home and they're gonna whip my ass because you put a
Exactly.
big hole in the wall.
that's what we need.
Giant polar punch.
Who's ready for the download?
I don't know. Are we? It's time for
For the download.
Don't forget, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. All the trailers, all the reactions, all the memes, all right in the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. We posted a ton of trailers. So there was a
Yep.
Miss Marvel like teaser-ish trailer.
It looked good. It looked
it did.
really good.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of hooked me in.
Yeah.
Like the way they handled her powers, I'm like, okay, this looks so much better than what I was expecting. So
And real quick, because I know we're not going to talk about it on this, but like, I still want to know if this is their backdoor way of bringing in Inhumans back into the MCU or not.
mm-hmm.
Because
Where do I know Inhumans from?
it was a really, really bad series that they tried to put on ABC. That was just, it was
That's
so
right.
bad.
It
really
all
do
it
it
all
from somewhere.
boiled down to Fox had the rights. So there was
Damn you,
Inhumans
Fox.
and Mutants. So mutants were the big thing. They kind of lost the rights to it because they sold it to stay in business to
Mhm.
Fox. Fox took it and ran with it, started making a ton of money. So they kind of started pushing on the Inhumans in the comic books. It's a little mutiny, but a little Game of Thronesy as
Yeah.
well at the
Okay.
same time.
They ruined the show because like the show itself, that they just like ruined a lot of characters and people. They just had really bad reception because
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna just
Medusa.
screw. But Medusa is the my main problem. Medusa and Karnak, but I mean like Medusa, like she has like hair that she can like extend out and like uses like hands and stuff. Like she basically just like can like destroy people with her hair.
So she whips her hair back and forth.
Exactly. Very first episode, they cut off her hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
because
did a lot of budget cuts.
save on the budget. They were trying to save on the budget, so they were like,
And I
"Oh
feel
yeah,
like that's a problem with a lot of TV shows that try to adapt that stuff, which is why I like the streaming services that
Mhm.
have the money behind it, the HBO Maxes, the Paramount Pluses, where they can do the TV shows
Mhm.
right
right,
and not on regular network TV.
right."
But they had budget for a 10-foot tall bulldog.
They were saying they put everything in the budget went to Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Yeah, and it was like we're gonna put everything to like on Lockjaw, but like they killed off Karnak, they killed off or they cut off all of Medusa's hair. The only thing, I mean, like Black Bolt doesn't talk, so I mean that's an easy way to get around his power. But I mean, like, yeah, it was terrible, and like they kind of like they deny Inhumans exists at this point. But
Phil was
Miss
very
Marvel,
upset.
I was upset about that show, but like Miss Marvel is an Inhuman, so I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm wondering, is this a backdoor way to bring back Inhumans, or are they gonna like make her a mutant or something like that? you know?
Maybe. We'll
Yeah.
see. So there was a Miss Marvel trailer, Puss in Boots
Mhm.
sequel trailer. I just want to say Puss in Boots. The Halo series trailer, Sonic 2 trailer, Umbrella
2 trailer
Academy
was
teaser.
awesome.
What's that?
The Sonic 2 trailer was awesome.
Oh yeah. That's actually sizing up pretty good.
Yeah.
Sizing up pretty good. But speaking of Amazon, so Umbrella Academy,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
that's Netflix, but then The Boys came out with a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
That was
For season 3.
insanity.
Dude,
That's all I could
looking
say.
crazy. Like they are not holding anything back
At
anymore. They're like, this may be our last go at it, before we get pulled. So we're gonna do it.
They're not gonna get pulled. It's not gonna happen.
Hell no.
I got a couple more, but while we're talking about it, it's really cool to see all these shows that were like on pause because of the pandemic
Mhm.
are all coming back now, and it's almost like a flood of these shows that are coming back. Like
I'm excited for it.
Mhm.
Young Rock is coming back.
Mhm.
What else is coming?
They did the They Call Me Magic documentary.
Yeah, that one
Yep.
looks cool.
Yeah. There was a James Bond and the Rock theory.
Oh, that's right. That we posted in the Distance Stonington post. That the whole
Which
theory
I
is that.
100% believe.
Did you post
100%.
that? I think you
did.
posted that. God,
I 100% believe that theory.
I totally read that. I'm like, yeah, checks out
Yep.
for me.
All
I'm in.
those timelines work. That's true.
I like it.
And then there was a very, very special post specifically for Aaron.
Oh,
That was a recipe for a chocolate peanut butter pie.
Yes, I saw that. I still think that's not a thing.
It is a thing, and it tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and it's amazing.
And now that I actually, I physically or digitally see it, I get it. But when you just tell somebody peanut butter pie, that is not the image that pops up for anybody that's never seen one. I'm
Right.
telling you, I'm like, that makes no sense to me.
and it was probably photoshopped. Come on,
I would still eat
know?
it though. It looked
Oh,
delicious.
it's so good.
All right, you ready for some? Let's get into some news because we got some bad ones.
Sad
we're gonna
news first.
Yeah.
Sad
this
news
is bad.
first. So
Start low, we'll finish high.
there you go. William Hurt, an Oscar-winning actor, mainstay in the MCU, has passed away.
R.I.P. Man.
Yeah,
So
man.
sad. So
And it's
sad.
kind of like you could see it coming, especially like if you watched Black Widow. Like
Yeah,
he was getting really skinny, and
Yes, he was.
yeah, and he was like, he needed assistance walking, and it's like, oh man, like I was just like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna be able to play. He plays Thunderbolt Ross. He's not gonna be able to play the Red Hulk. And
Right.
it was kind of
Right.
upsetting,
Do you think they'll recast?
If they decide to do the Red Hulk, I think they
You
will.
have to.
Yeah.
Or
but
they just say it's somebody else.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
or they do the Red Hulk where he can't transform back, and then they get a voice match to
Oh.
do William Hurt's voice.
I could see
Maybe.
Yeah.
Check out this resume though. So
that. Yeah, give it
William
to me.
Hurt, a Juilliard graduate,
Yeah.
Oh,
right? He made his acting debut in 1980 and won an Oscar 5 years later. So crazy chops, right?
Right.
So he was
Mhm.
nominated 3 times for Best Actor for the roles in Kiss of the Spider Woman in '85, Children of a Lesser God in '86, and Broadcast News in '87. Too.
Right.
This guy's crazy.
He's got
Uh,
real chops.
exactly. So his 4th Academy Award nod came in 2005 for A History of Violence, and he won Academy Award for Kiss of the Spider Woman. So, dude, he's been nominated like 5 times for an Academy Award.
Mhm.
Nuts.
History of Violence, is that Russell Crowe or Viggo Mortensen?
Viggo Mortensen was in that
That's
one.
right.
Mhm.
Came out same time as Eastern Promises, right? This was that
Yeah.
era? Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
History of Violence, funny enough, is actually based on a graphic novel, so it actually is a comic book movie technically.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
really?
Which 10 times more of a trip that it was directed by David Cronenberg.
Don't know who that is, but okay.
Cronenberg is known for like doing like weird, crazy, like post-apocalyptic monsters and stuff.
Hmm.
So to see him do something that's a little more grounded was kind of out of left field.
Got it. Got it.
Mhm.
And then so he's been in all over the MCU. So he was in, what is it, The Incredible Hulk, Captain America Civil War,
Mhm.
Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, and then he was also in Black Widow.
Right.
Yep.
So sad, dude. I think what's going to happen with handling Black Panther is how they're going to handle the future of characters or actors that pass away.
Yeah, because if they nail it with Black Widow, they'll be able to follow that recipe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thunderbolt Ross is kind of hard to not recast, especially if they ever plan on doing the Thunderbolts, which is basically like the counter to the Avengers. Especially because I mean, there's a lot of clear-cut storylines and there's a lot of lead up to the Thunderbolts possibly fighting the Young Avengers, which is kind of like the next kind of Avengers thing that they're kind of
Right.
you can see them moving towards.
Mm-hmm. You guys talk for a second. I got to do something real quick.
Talks amongst yourselves.
Now I mean, so just throwing this on here. His last role came in Sean McNamara's The King's Daughter, which was released earlier this year.
The King's Daughter.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound familiar.
I don't even think it's out.
yeah. We said it's saying it was released earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, The King's Daughter. It's an adventure fantasy movie.
Mm.
Sorry, we had a St. Patrick's Day leprechaun crisis, and I had to handle that.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, Lottie. It sure is.
Glad
No,
you reminded me. I got to wear my green shirt. What's that?
Pierce Brosnan is also in this movie.
Don't get your shillelagh in a knot there, Lottie.
You do that really good.
It's not too shabby. Okay. So, William Hurt, he
Ukulele?
was 71.
Shillelagh.
That's
Shillelagh.
young.
Yeah, he was, man. 71.
71's young.
Yeah.
You know, my parents are only, within the next decade at 70, you know what I mean? And that's a rough one.
Yeah.
I wonder
You know,
I wonder if it was like kind of how it was with
Yes.
why am I forgetting his name right now?
Totally right.
Chadwick
Dubby hasn't
Boseman.
kicked in yet.
Chadwick Boseman. How it
got
was
your
with
back.
Chadwick Boseman. We thank you so much. How it was with Chadwick Boseman, where he had cancer, but he like kept it under wraps and didn't make it a big deal and kept it within his family. Because again, when you look at William Hurt and kind of where he was, you could tell his health was deteriorating.
Okay.
And I wonder if it was like, maybe he got something like that along those lines, like he got some type of cancer, but just didn't tell anyone.
Could have. Then
Mhm.
again,
Okay.
nobody made fun of him like they did Chadwick until they realized he had cancer.
Mhm.
Like,
I
he
know
got
that
the-
was kind of awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the jokes are funny, haha, and then you find out why he lost all the weight, and you're like, oh, Jesus,
Yeah,
He
like
had
I'm a
cancer.
jerk.
am I the asshole?
Because I was like, I wonder what role he's playing that he's losing all this weight.
Right?
He was a method actor too, so it's just kind of like,
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Will,
mm-hmm.
not Will Smith. Will Hurt.
Will Hurt.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Yes.
Hey yo, you
Hey,
know
yo.
who I am.
You're James.
This one's sad.
Yeah.
So Scott Hall, from wrestling fame, WWE, WCW fame, stints in TNA. Scott Hall suffered a broken hip after a fall, and then when I guess he had surgery and some complications, and he got some blood clots,
Mm.
and he had like 3 heart attacks in one night. So
No way. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
it totally went sideways.
Wow.
So Scott Hall, former 2-time WWE Hall of Famer, passed away at 63. We were just talking about age. You know,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah, that's very young.
8 years. I mean, he was very weathered thanks to wrestling in his entire
yeah.
life.
And also various stints on drugs.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say.
I don't want to say bad things about Scott Hall, but he kind of was known for
right.
his drug addiction for the
Yeah.
longest time.
Exactly. He had some demons.
Mhm.
But let's stick to the good stuff. So he was billed at 6'7", 284 pounds.
That's a huge dude.
Yeah, he was.
And
A big guy.
he doesn't look that huge, but I mean, that's bigger than Michael Jordan. That's bigger than The Rock. Plus all that muscle. He was super athletic. It's crazy. So he had stints in AWA, New Japan, CWA, WWC, of course in WCW and WWE, and of course some stuff in Impact.
Mhm.
But most famous, probably as far as matches go, his most famous match was the I think it was WrestleMania 10,
Mhm.
the ladder match with Shawn Michaels. So he really kind of started the whole ladder match with Shawn Michaels,
Right.
I did not
and
know that. I
which
thought
they're
they had that
carrying
already.
still, like to this day, still have ladder matches. So
Shows you
it's
how much I know
crazy.
about wrestling.
It's all good. And then I guess he's most famous for being one of the, I guess, fathers of NWO.
Which is why we started with the NWO theme at the beginning of the show.
Right.
I mean, I loved him as Razor Ramon when he was Razor Ramon, basically this Scarface knockoff in WWF. And then when I saw him and when I saw him move over to WCW and do the Outsiders and then the NWO and all that, just and he went by his like actual name, like I think I fell in love with that character that much more.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Totally.
between Kevin Nash, I love Kevin Nash as Papa Diesel, but like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall going over to the WWE, and yeah, I'm sorry, going over to WCW, and just they did the whole stint with Hulk Hogan as Hollywood Hogan and made him go heel, which is like one of the most infamous heel turns in all of wrestling history.
Yep. I would say that too.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I gotta say, like, I remember watching that. Like, I'm a big time, long time wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I remember watching that, and I had no idea what was happening. I'm like, I can't believe Razor Ramon's here. They're not saying his name, but it's like, what is he doing here? What is happening? Like, it blew my mind that they, stayed in that character, and that's why I led the story with, "You know who I am," because that was his first line in WCW.
Mhm.
So he played into the whole, I'm coming from WWF. That's where you know me, but I'm coming into WCW. You don't know what is happening. And they lived it.
Mhm.
And they changed wrestling forever. That was the start of the Monday Night Wars. Like,
Mhm.
that was it.
Infamously the Click, right? Just he was a member of the Click. It was Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. What's X-Pac's real name?
Sean Waltman.
Sean Waltman. 1-2-3 Kid. So like, it was those guys, and they changed the entire face of wrestling. They changed the way you thought about wrestling and the way that it worked and everything like that. Like, they also broke open kayfabe. So I mean, like a lot of people thought, that kayfabe wasn't a thing until that final match that they had, and they all gave each other hugs, and people were like, "But wait, they're the bad guys. Why are they hugging?" And it's like because they're best friends, you know. So I was like,
yeah, that really pulled the curtain back on
mhm.
is wrestling fake or not. So that was interesting. By the way, if you want to go learn more about Scott Hall and some of the things that he went through, go watch the documentary The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. Because as much as that is about Jake the Snake Roberts, overcoming his demons, it's also about Scott Hall. Like Scott Hall shows up in a wheelchair,
Mhm.
To Diamond Dallas's Page's little house to like, hey, help me, I need help. I can't get out of this wheelchair. And then next thing you know, Diamond Dallas got him off drugs, off alcohol.
Yeah.
Doing yoga. Next thing you know, Scott Hall can walk again. So pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I love DDP. He was a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He's,
right.
like, known for helping people like that,
Yeah.
and like helping people get past their demons. Like, yeah, it's like you need an advocate that knows what you're going through too.
Mm-hmm.
And DDP was really good about that.
Exactly. I might have to watch that tonight. I love that documentary.
Where can you watch the documentary at?
It's on Amazon. I think it might be on YouTube as well, but I know it's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. Go check it out. So from Scott Hall's Hall of Fame induction speech, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. You will be missed, Chico. God, so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. Anyways,
Man.
we gotta move on.
All right,
You
we
might
gotta
be
get away
bad
from the
guy,
stuff.
but you are not a bad guy.
You're not bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Zangief, circa 2010.
Yeah, how about that?
From Wreck-It Ralph?
Wreck-It
Yeah.
Ralph, yeah.
There you go.
You
You always have the weirdest references. It's so funny. Okay, back to media domination news.
So no more sad news.
No more. Well, I mean,
Kind of.
we'll
Okay.
Not?
An official merger between Warner Media and Discovery has been in the works, but right now it's being reported that by Variety, by the way, that instead of being two separate like streaming platforms, HBO Max and Discovery Plus are looking to merge together.
Wait, I thought Discovery Plus was a part of Paramount Plus? I don't know.
No.
I didn't know Discovery Plus was its own because aren't they owned by Disney?
No, Discovery is separate.
You're thinking of National Geographic?
Yeah, but isn't National Geographic and Disney or Discovery and all of those Science Channel, all that, aren't they all wrapped together? No? Okay.
Nope.
I am mistaken and I apologize, people.
The Discovery Channel.
So think about this. The way they equated it in this article was like, think of Disney Plus and Hulu combined. So all this content being
right
in one platform versus two platforms, which I'm like, that's too much. But also it's like, at least it's one bill versus two bills.
Right.
And eventually I'm sure Disney Plus and your Hulu package will be one place.
Right. Which I kind of would dig. Like if you would mash together three of these things and I have to pay $25 a month instead of, 10 to 15, but I get, like 4 or 5 different, streaming networks. I'm like, I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I could get down with that.
Amazon has something similar to that where you can like get a bunch of services, but I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So as of right now, no timeline when we will discover the Max Plus and when the two entities will combine.
that was a reach.
Yeah, we tried. Hey man, we just came off 2 sad stories.
Yeah, I'll give you a break.
Let's ramp into it.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of HBO Max pudding,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see that? See it?
You didn't do it with the accent though.
You want to do it? Let me hear your Harley
kind of
Quinn.
like a Brooklyn, East Coast-ish accent.
I bet Philippe could do it.
Nah, probably not. I can't get my voice that high.
Exactly.
Like I can get my voice high, but not like in the range that I would need to do for for Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Speaking
Fine.
of HBO Max pudding, like I
No.
can't.
See,
Yeah,
there you
no.
go. There you
Please.
go.
What sucks is that's out to the universe forever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What you need
Because
to do is put on one of those.
edit audio. We know
What
that.
you need to do is put on one of those size small distance nerding shirts and then try it again.
Well, I
that
would
may
need to
help.
put on custom distance learning shorts.
Okay. We can make that happen. I know people. Okay.
Ah,
So
no.
during the Not Kidding Around Warner Brothers Animation and Reimagining, I guess, event at South by Southwest.
Has
Warner
anybody ever gone there?
South by Southwest?
I've
Yeah,
always
have you ever been?
I've always wanted to go, but I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't been either.
Okay.
Let's go. It's in Austin, right? Like Austin, Texas.
No, San Antonio.
That's what I meant.
Yep.
But also I lied. So yeah, I'm down. I'll go. San Antonio, Sacramento's
that.
sister city, by the way.
Yes.
It's true because it was on the internet. So
Exactly. So they announced that Harley is getting a spin-off series on HBO Max.
I didn't know she had a series.
Oh my gosh. So
she's 3 seasons in, man.
well, about to be 3 seasons in.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's animation.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
It's stupid funny. You have to watch it. It is
It's
very
really
adult. It is not for kids at all.
No, well, a lot of those shows aren't.
Yeah. It's I think Archer level comedy, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Yeah.
It's Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn dropping F-bombs like nobody's business. You know, it's super mature when it comes to the dialogue.
What's funny is like it's seriously in that world of Batman, but at the same time, it's very parody at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So like, it's got like a lot of like dumb jokes. Like Bane is very much, how I do the Bane like breakdown of Bane.
Mhm.
They intentionally do the dumb, oh, I'm Bane, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally do that, and they make Bane both smart and stupid at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just really funny. It's just the way they do it. It's like, I was trying to go into the bar, but nobody would give me any beer. Like,
Or like Clayface, who's
Clayface,
played by Alan Tudyk, but he's
Well,
like, Clayface can change his look, to be anybody, right? But they also portray him as like a thespian actor, so he has to get into all these roles, and he's like, "What's my motivation?" But and they're like, "Just pretend you're the security guard."
he gets super method, and it's so funny. And it's like,
Yeah.
there is no motivation. You're a security guard. Well, and he makes up like a backstory. It's just like, come on, man.
So the spinoff is called Noonins. So I don't Aaron, I think you should go watch the show, but the bar that they go to, like where all these supervillains hang out, is called Noonins. So the whole series is going to be like Cheers.
As I say, like Cheers.
That's how they're phrasing it. Cheers for supervillains.
I like it.
Where everybody knows your name. Dun dun dun.
So it's supposed to be a bunch of like all these supervillains coming in and out. Like the first episode is going to have Harley and Poison Ivy, and that's kind of it. But then one of the breakout characters from the show is Kite Man, and he's going to be the bar owner of Noonins.
Oh God, is he going to own the bar now?
Yeah, and then they're going to have like Lex Luthor's coming in, and everybody else is going to be coming in and out. So it looks like it's going to be super funny. I kind of dig it.
Oh, dude, that first season when he's trying to hit on or I mean he does end up hooking up with her, but like he keeps trying to like make passes at Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so coming back to your apartment, huh? That means we're gonna have sex. It's like, no, I don't want to have sex with you. Like, yeah, but you brought me back to your apartment.
And she's like, fine.
Fine, whatever.
So, by the way, conveniently, our friend of the show, Brandon McKinney, who's the storyboard artist and director for the Harley Quinn show, he messaged me because he was at SatCon this past weekend, and he's like, hey, how's it going? Just want to check in. Was at SatCon, yada yada. I'm like, hey, I just heard about Noonan. He's like, what's Noonins? I'm like, did I just break the story to you that your show's getting a spinoff? And he's like, Oh, that's cool. Like,
That's how Hollywood works.
I'm like, okay, I guess.
He doesn't even know his own show is getting a spin-off. That's
I
pretty funny.
know. So, as of right now, no date for the spinoff, Noonans, but Harley Quinn season 3 should be spinning onto HBO Max this year.
I will watch season 1.
You need to watch it. It's
I'll report on it.
the Harley Quinn show was one of the reasons that I kept DC Universe when it first came out.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah, because it started, the first season was on DC Universe, and I was like, oh my god, this show by itself is reason for me to get DC Universe. And then Doom Patrol came out, and I was like, I love this.
And Titans came out, and Young Justice.
Young Justice, more so Young Justice. Titans, I liked it, but not as much as I liked the other shows.
Mhm.
And then as Titans went on, I liked it more, but it was like, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna try it because I got a related story. Speaking of HBO Max, Puddin'.
That's not bad.
No, I
That's
tried.
pretty good.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So James Gunn, director of the Suicide Squad and the creator of the Peacemaker series, is going to have a cameo in the season 3 of Harley Quinn. So there's another reason why you should be watching Harley Quinn and get caught
Okay.
up. Come on, James Gunn.
Got it.
James Gunn. So I
You
guess
guys,
he's
you
going to be
guys share
playing...
a namesake, so I'll
Exactly.
watch it.
Exactly. I guess he's going to be playing like a version of himself. I don't know how meta this is going to be.
Knowing this show, he's gonna talk about like directing Harley Quinn, and she's gonna be like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess what he said in his tweet is that he's like gonna be creating a biopic of Thomas Wayne.
Oh god.
So it's like he's playing himself in this world. He's doing a biopic on Thomas Wayne. All right, okay, let's see what happens. So I'm kind of down with this. I want to see how funny and how raunchy he can get.
I mean,
in
he
this
can
show.
get raunchy. I mean, like,
Look at his shows and movies.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's not afraid to go there.
So if you haven't watched Harley Quinn yet, it stars Kaylee Cuoco. It's got Lake Bell. Who else is in it? Alan Tudyk, who we mentioned.
Who plays Joker, Clayface, Calendar Man, Dr. Trap, and Condiment King.
Yeah, Condiment King's in this.
Condiment King, people.
Oh, it's so
These are
good.
actual characters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Hale is also in it. Tony Hale was Arrested Development, right?
Yes.
Arrested
On
Development.
Funches.
Ron Funches is in it, and he's my favorite version of King Shark.
Yeah. His
Super
version
funny.
of King Shark is stupid funny.
It's so good. So good.
I can't
Jason
smell
Alexander.
blood, 'cause if I smell blood, then I'm gonna go into a frenzy. And he was like, man, I thought if he smelled blood, he was just gonna kind of freak out a little bit. I didn't think he was gonna go on a murderous rage and try to kill everybody.
So good. So good. Just watch one episode. Watch one episode by the weekend. Watch
I
one
will.
episode. See what happens. Okay. First 2 seasons of Harley Quinn are on HBO Max now. The third is coming sometime this year.
Mm-hmm.
That was very ambiguous.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
announced when it's coming out, but they said that it'll be out this year, though.
All
Yeah.
right, I will put it on the list to watch 1 or 2 episodes. I have to get through the show that I'm streaming right now, though, so I got to get through that first.
We got to get through this show. So let's keep it going.
All right.
On to Netflix news. So League of Legends Arcane recently won.
Every award possible.
Yeah.
That's really the notes here. Every category that it was nominated for at the 49th Annie Awards, so like the animation awards,
Mm-hmm.
it won like 9 different categories.
Yeah. So
I've only
best-
watched a handful of episodes, but that show is
So
very,
good.
very good. It is really good.
Yeah. So it won Best TV Media General Audience, it won Best Character Animation TV Media, Best Character Design TV Media, Best Direction TV Media, Best Production Design TV Media, Best Storyboarding TV Media, Best Voice Acting TV, which, yeah, the voice acting was fucking amazing.
Mhm.
And then Best Writing. Again, the writing on this show was so good, man.
And
Like,
to remind people, after you just went down that list of accolades,
Mhm.
this is an animated show, guys.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
for the people
Yeah.
listening, like,
Well, this is for an
That's
animation.
insane.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is for an animation award show at that.
Mhm.
The fact that
But
they
it kinda
won
swept.
9 awards.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's crazy. So this is like, as of 2021, like the best animated show to
Mhm.
come out of 2021. But people don't talk about it as much. Like, we're going to talk about What If in a second. But
Mhm.
people, we talked about Harley Quinn, but people really aren't talking about, League of Legends Arcane.
It's a trip
So-
because like it is a very niche
Exactly.
like
That's what I was
gamer,
going to say. Yeah.
like it's a gamer property. So the thing is like of course gamers are going to jump right into it and be like, "Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like any gamer that plays League is going to get right into it." Like I used to play League, so I definitely watched the show, but it's like it built on a lot of the lore that you kind of already knew if you played the game, but
Mhm.
then did it in a way where if you were a newcomer and knew nothing about League of Legends, it immersed you in that world.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they said they're going to be covering like in later seasons and in the newer in the next couple seasons, they're going to start covering like all the different like worlds within League of Legends. So you can start getting into a lot of the more like fan favorite characters.
Right.
Nice.
Right. And it's not about the gameplay,
Yeah.
it's about the stories that are being
Mhm.
told
Mm-hmm.
just, via the gameplay. But yeah, it's really good. You know what I just started watching and I'm loving? On Amazon Prime, The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but I've heard good things, and I need to
It's
start watching it.
it's super fun and it's dark and it's lewd. Is lewd the
Right.
right word? Like
Yeah.
when they
I
start
like
swearing and stuff?
both those descriptions.
It's super funny. It's super, super funny. I dig it. And they make fun of themselves. It's great. There's the opening scene is like them drinking at a pub, throwing up, somebody gets thrown through a wall, and then there's a like a an ogre chick having sex with a dwarf. It's crazy. It's
Sounds like the
crazy.
kind of party me and Aaron would go to.
Exactly. It sounds like a military party. So yeah. Anyway, Arcane season 2 is currently in the works, but we don't have a date. But
Sometime
speaking
in the next year.
exactly. Don't
I think
animated
Candace is
shows
raising
take
her
longer?
hand.
What's that, Phil?
So I think Candace is raising her hand here.
I
Oh.
think she was waving.
Uh,
Because
That's happening.
like an hour ago, someone asked, "Who's in the chat?" And she
Oh, I did.
raised her
I
hand.
did. Thank you for
She's
look at
probably asleep now.
the doctor is in the building. Good
She
for the doc-
was, but she's probably asleep now.
okay.
She's probably doing better things than we are. So
Yeah, much better things.
okay, let's keep going. More animated news. What if
Greatest
Has-
animated show ever.
there you go. We're adults watching cartoons. So
There's nothing wrong with that. We watch Transformers, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it until you
War
say
of
it out
Cybertron
loud.
was awesome.
It's so good.
It
All
was.
all three
Chapters.
chapters. I was gonna say, what do we call those? Because they weren't seasons.
They're like like mini series.
Mm-hmm.
Series. Yeah. So What If has become the Critics' Choice Awards winner for besting a series for the best it won best animated series
No,
Mhm.
yeah,
for the
they should.
Critics' Choice
Critics'
Awards.
Choice Awards.
All
Will that
right.
parlay to a Oscar? No, wouldn't be an Oscar. What would it be? Oscars or movies? What's the one for TV shows?
Emmy.
Emmy. Think it'll win an Emmy?
I think it will.
For
I
its
think
best
that
animated
it'd be
show.
stupid not to at
It's
least
so good.
nominate them for an Emmy.
So I guess does that cover
Oh,
streaming
thank you, Curtis.
platforms?
Curtis chimed in the chats. Emmy, thank you.
Oh, he knows. Oh,
Oh,
look me.
Curtis
Emmy.
Corona's
It'd
in the
be
building.
Emmy.
Curtis
And Candace said
Corona.
she is not sleeping yet.
She did.
Can we
Anyway.
get Candace to do like her best Scott Hall voice? Would that be?
I don't know if that was her
together?
era. We don't talk a lot of wrestling because that's not my go-to.
We don't talk about Bruno, but we do talk about Scott Hall. So make that happen.
She said- Curtis said, "Shut up, James."
I know he always says that.
It's
all
because
he
you cheat when you play trivia.
Cheat to win.
if you're not
And
cheating,
one.
you're not trying.
At least he admitted it. Curtis
Ryan
you heard it here. He
cheating
finally
to
admitted
win.
that he cheated playing.
But again, we're still looking for PAs. So if you know a
True,
PA,
we need PA for sure.
Curtis, I know you used to be a PA. So if you can send over your resume, we got an open PA position, buddy. Maybe you can the one
some
you
coffee?
sent to your buddy Zach, the
Yeah.
Snyder guy. Send that same resume to me.
When you work for him,
Yeah, and we'll take a look at it.
yeah.
So what if
What
one
if?
best animated for let's see the episode, the Ultron episode.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I
That episode
mean,
was good, man. That was a really good episode.
well, that's the episode where it really pivoted the show into not just having individual episodes and making them all continuous episodes.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
he was the common thread through the last 3 or 4 episodes of that show was
Right.
Ultron.
Yes.
Right. It went from
Speaking
an
of common thread,
anthology to being like an actual show.
Yeah.
speaking of common thread, we'll be watching for a confirmed 2022 date for What If season 2.
I
Right.
feel like
Another
it'll probably
one.
be a fourth quarter thing like they did last time, you know.
Well, because originally the whole first season was supposed to be 22 episodes. It was supposed to be one episode for each movie that was in up
Right.
before the Infinity Saga, and they ended up breaking it in half. And one of the episodes that they advertised for season 1 ended up moving to season 2 and had no context in that season finale.
Right. The Gamora Tony Stark
Gamora
one.
and Tony Stark one.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be in season 1, and they ended up moving it to season 2
That's
because the
all right.
episode wasn't done yet.
I remember like did I fall asleep? Did I miss an entire episode? I had to go back and like just fast forward through like the last 3 episodes. I'm like, I didn't miss an episode, right? So
Well, they were in the middle of production when COVID started shutting everything down, and a
Mhm.
lot of the reason why they ended up breaking everything up and why certain things were unfinished was because COVID kind of like messed everything up for them. And it took a while for them to get back in their groove of like, okay, now we're working from home and collaborating and getting. I mean, if you go back and listen to the Brandon McKinney episode, he explains like how hard it is, how COVID made it so much harder to get animation done because it's a huge collaborative effort to get all these things done. So
I'm glad. Shout out to Curtis for listening to the show, and also sending me a pic of him with Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall.
yeah,
So I really appreciate that.
really
Yeah.
did bother me when he sent that picture because I was like, oh, you got to take a picture with Scott Hall before he died.
That's the first time I've seen Curtis look short. Holy cow!
I know. If you look at this picture, it's a trip because like Scott and I didn't realize Jake was that tall too.
Yeah, he's a big man.
Guys, I'm just gonna pop that up there.
Okay. All right. So speaking of what if I told you that a Loki character is getting a spin-off?
Oh.
Yeah.
Lady Loki, perhaps? I could go for
No.
that. I
No.
could go
One more guess.
for
One more guess.
the awkward Loki kid.
Nope. Actually,
Nope.
Kid Loki is supposed to be showing up supposedly in Young Avengers, but
All
that's
right.
not
I
the
could
news up
also
here.
go for old man Loki.
That's not Old Man Loki.
Really? Okay. Well, tell me then.
How about Alligator Loki?
I'm off board. That's it. I'm out.
Marvel Comics has launched
Stupid.
the first issue of a new spin-off series revolving around Alligator Loki.
Hard pass.
Come on, it's a comic
No,
book. It's
no.
just enjoy. Just enjoy.
If they make this into a movie, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going DC all the way. No more Marvel.
Come on. So the comic is going to be a 12-part story that it's probably not in the real like whatever multiverse we're in 616. It's just a little fun story about Alligator Loki and Thor running
God
around.
damn it.
Let me give you my alligator opsis.
Alligator Opsis.
For his entire life, Thor has only known one brother, Loki, known to all as a conniving, sneaking, and cunning, but a new Loki is ready to take his place. He may be smaller, he may be cuter, and he may be an alligator, but don't be deceived. Alligator Loki has all the same attributes as his human counterpart and is ready to get into some trouble. Come on. Baby alligator Loki. It's like baby Yoda in the Marvel universe.
No, it is not.
No.
Show one picture. Fully show that one picture.
I have,
Hold
I have
on.
a baby Yoda back here behind
I
me
can't-
somewhere.
I can't
There
do
it is. All I needed of Alligator Loki was him in Loki, and then the small reference of him in the What If show. That's all I need. I
Aww.
don't need any more. Alligator
so
Loki.
cute, alligator Loki with his horns like this. No,
Oh man.
I'm into it.
I got you. I got you. There we go.
Yeah, not cute, is he?
Show the second image. Look at him in the little Bjorn Borg or whatever the thing is called.
Bjorn Borg.
Sounds appropriate for Thor.
They may be at a tennis court. I don't know what's happening.
Bjorn Borg.
Oh man.
Lula
Baby-
Borg.
Baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn.
I don't know. I have 3 kids. I don't remember.
Jesus. Oh my god.
You just throw them in wagons and move on. Okay,
Oh.
speaking of moving on.
Oh, God.
What if I told you I had more MCU news?
Give it to me.
Ironheart star Dominique Thorne has wrapped production on Black Panther 2.
Remind me who Ironheart is.
So Ironheart is the protege of Tony Stark. So in the comics, she's basically, she's the one who takes over and becomes Iron Man, but because
Sure.
she's not a man, she
Right.
becomes Ironheart.
Got it.
She is a 16-year-old MIT student who reverse engineered Tony's armor and made her own armor, and it impressed Tony so much that he took her on as his personal protege.
Like it.
Yeah.
So we assume that in Black Panther 2, this is how they introduce her.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
What
Is
I've
she
been saying
getting-
for a while is the way that they're going to introduce her is I think that Shuri is going to go and do a US tour
Mm-hmm.
because they're doing like the whole Goodwill tour thing and
Yep.
all that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I think she's going to do like a college tour and she's going to go and speak at MIT, and that's where she's going to meet
Gotcha.
Shuri, or not Shuri, Riri Williams is what her name is, right? So
Right.
she's going to meet Riri Williams
Mhm.
at MIT. I've been saying, because James thinks it's going to be a bigger role, I've been saying it's just going to be an introduction. It's literally going to be one scene where it's like, hey, I'm Riri Williams, and I really liked your talk or something like that. I don't think it's going to be a big scene. I think they're just going to introduce her.
I can see it both ways. I can, because Marvel's really good at doing that. Just the introduction and, oh, hey, nice to meet you. We'll talk later. And then you don't see him again. And all of a sudden they show up and you're like, hey, remember me? But I think you need a little bit more backstory. And if she just got done rapping on Black Panther 2, I mean, I feel like you're not going to have a real small role on that, especially if you're going to be doing something more in the MCU. I feel like she need a little bit more screen time.
They've already said that she's going to have a lot of screen time in Armor
Ironheart.
Wars, and then she's also getting her own Ironheart series. So I mean, again, you really just need an introduction of this
True.
character exists.
Yeah, but they're not talking about Iron Wars yet. The Iron Wars is way down the line.
It's like
way down the line.
years from now, but I mean, like they're saying that they're getting ready to start production on Ironheart anyways.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is I don't think they're gonna blow their entire load in Black Panther. I think they're gonna do.
Whoa, yeah,
like-
this is a family show.
I think they're gonna do an introduction of Ironheart, and maybe not even that she's built the armor yet, right? What I really hope for is that we get Tony Stark in a capacity of being an AI.
I think that's the
Yeah.
only way they're going to be able to do it. in
Because
the
then you can
MCU.
build that relationship. Otherwise, she has no real connection to Tony Stark.
True.
You know what I mean?
I honestly, I don't think they're gonna do the Tony Stark AI. I think they're just gonna they're gonna find a way to push forward, just like the way they push forward with Spider-Man and Tony Stark, and just use
So Happy's going to show up one day and be like, "Oh, you've
Yeah,
been on our
exactly.
radar."
But the thing
exactly
is Happy is not as smart as Tony.
right.
The
Nobody is.
right, but I mean, like the whole thing is that the reason that Riri impresses Tony is because she's
She
just
reversed
as
engineered.
smart.
Yeah.
Right, like she's just as smart, if not smarter than Tony.
Riri.
Right. So
Every
that's-
time you say Riri, I want to go Riri.
but
Is she a billionaire playboy philanthropist?
No,
though?
she's just a 16-year-old good girl from the hood.
So Stark's always better.
But the good part about this is that production on Wakanda Forever is moving forward. I think that's key. Like, as far as we know right now, it's still keeping the release date.
James, can you
Right.
do the Wakanda Forever cross? I can't do it because I have I'm not the right skin tone. But can you do the Wakanda
The
Forever? Yeah,
Wakanda
there it is.
Forever.
All right. Yeah, I can't do that.
I know. Well, you could ask Philippe too. I mean,
On that screen though, he's pretty white.
I'm
He's-
pretty
yeah.
white. I'm pretty white looking on this screen. You know, just
It's because it's sunny outside, but instead of going outside to enjoy the sun, you're playing video games for 4 hours on a Sunday afternoon.
you shut your mouth when you're speaking to me.
You know where
but
else
I'm
it's
not
sunny?
wrong.
Philadelphia.
So, Jesus,
Moving on.
how many times have you played Destiny 2?
He's beat it 18 times.
There's
Okay,
no beating that game.
Black
you never-
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is set to Bombay into theaters November 11th.
That was pretty good, dude. I'm gonna give you that one.
Yeah, right.
November 11th. Awesome. This year.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Huh?
it's moving forward. Like I was nervous
Yeah.
that they're going to push this movie back, but as of right now, they're not pushing the movie back.
No, I'm excited for that.
Mhm.
I'm down.
Black
All right.
Panther was so good.
Is that your favorite Marvel movie?
Absolutely not. Top
Okay.
5 though, for sure.
Jesus, you don't gotta say it like that.
I would say it's in my top 3.
It's in my top 5.
It's
for
one
sure.
of those movies that I can turn on and just
Yeah.
watch. You know,
Is it higher than Winter Soldier?
hard to call because Winter Soldier's pretty
Ooh.
high up there too.
Winter Soldier for me. No, definitely not. I would say, and I'm going to be way in the minority here. I actually
Well, at least one of
love-
us are.
I actually love Age of Ultron. So
Oh,
Age of
okay.
Ultron and Black Panther are like my 4 and 5, depending on the day, interchangeable.
Depending on how
Yeah, what mood I'm in.
robot-y you want to feel.
And I know everybody hated on Age of Ultron, and even the director is like, I see lazy writing, lazy directing. I'm like, I don't see any of that. I do, but I love that movie. I love Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that's a good, fun movie. That's a good one.
Anyway,
Okay,
moving forward.
let's keep going. Okay, now let's move on to some Star Trek news.
That's pretty
Young
good.
Bill. Double. Hey,
Wasn't bad. I'll give you that.
I can't stop
Is he having a stroke now?
this voice. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay. We're getting
That's pretty good- that's a
another
pretty good
version.
Shatner.
We're getting another version of the classic Star Trek character, James Tiberius Kirk, in the
Now,
new
okay.
Paramount series.
Okay,
Hmm.
so that's just confusing for everybody.
Yeah.
right? I
Well,
mean,
first
'cause-
off, we're getting another Star Trek series.
Yeah, which is already confusing enough.
Right.
And now you're going to add in the fact that they're supposed to do another Star Trek 4,
Yes.
and then we're going to do another show with a different Kirk. Same
yes.
something, time travel,
Maybe not the same timeline. Who
equals
knows?
biting an apple. I don't know.
Something.
know
I
how
don't.
to
I
feel
don't
about it.
understand where we are
Yeah.
in the whole Star Trek thing.
I
But
don't.
all I know is we're getting a new show called Strange New Worlds.
Okay. What's it about?
Strange.
It's about yes,
Worlds
Strange
that
New
are strange. Okay, got it.
So it's gonna revolve around the captain right before James T. Kirk,
Pike,
Christopher Pike.
like Pike.
So it's gonna be about him.
Okay.
I think they're on the Enterprise. I think they're on the
Yeah,
Enterprise.
because he was the captain before on the Enterprise before.
Then that's even more confusing because that's what the movies are based off of.
Yeah.
Like that, you're really messing me up here.
Right.
You know?
So let's see. Paul Wesley has been
Don't have-
cast to play a young version
Wesley.
of Kirk.
Is Chris Pine not a young version of
Not
James
anymore.
Kirk?
He's weathered. He's old
Wesley.
school. So Paul Wesley, because you guys know who he is. He's from Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Show that I have not watched. So
He was
Like
like
shows I have not seen for 800, Alex.
he was he was like one of the main dudes. I know who he is. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, okay.
Why does
I've
that not surprise
seen-
me about you?
I've seen CW commercials. I know what's happening. here.
Commercials, James?
Yes.
No.
he's
we-
watched the whole show.
No, my wife watched it. She really liked it. She thought it was really good. I mean,
Blame Jenny on what you watched.
Right. She's
No,
not here to
she-
defend herself.
she likes those low budget shows where like the men can't afford shirts, so
That's how low the budget is. It's so
Yeah.
low we can't.
they
have
can't afford
shirts.
shirts,
They can afford personal trainers, is what
and
they-
really good stylists, really
Yeah.
good hairstylists. So that's the show she likes, and I'm supportive, and I watched it with her.
Yep.
I kept my shirt on in case you needed to know.
It was just she's just like, yeah, no, low budget show. Those
Mhm.
apps were not purchased. Those apps were made.
Yeah, exactly. So Strange New Worlds hasn't even debuted yet, but it's already been renewed for a second season. So I
Oh,
guess they really like this
how?
show.
What?
I don't know. That's how Paramount Plus does it. They like to
Oh, it's
announce
Paramount Plus. Okay.
season 2. Paramount
feel
Plus
like-
has literally 5 shows, all Star Trek.
I need that service because it's one of the ones I don't have. I don't have Apple Plus, whatever, Apple TV, and I don't have Paramount Plus. But the more I see things that come out in the Nerdington Post, I feel like I need to have Paramount at minimum.
I'll tell you what, I don't pay for Paramount Plus, but I have it Paramount Plus.
The show does.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish
But I'll tell you what, you know what's great about Paramount Plus is they got every season of the MTV Challenge, and it's one of my favorite shows ever. Mr. Curtis Corona.
That's a really good close up of you, actually.
yeah,
You look
You
like
know
one of
that?
those crazy
We did some trivia
talk show
on the
hosts.
challenge,
he looks so happy right now.
and
Look at him.
see who would win, Mr. Corona, Mr. I don't know shit about the challenge.
I'm sure Curtis Corona would still beat you over the challenge.
Nah, he's weak. He's soft.
No.
He's soft.
It's okay. The next time we do this, I'll write the questions.
Yeah. Well, you got no time. You're too busy playing Destiny 17 or whatever it is for the 17th time.
Only a psycho brags about winning while cheating.
Only the winners brag about winning, right?
That's not true.
That's true.
I'm gonna
That's
back you up
true.
on
That
though,
is
James.
damn true.
History is written by the victor. So
Exactly. And Curtis Corona is not writing this history. I'll tell you that much right now. The first season of Strange New World is coming May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, onto Paramount Plus.
Like in like a couple months.
See,
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, all right.
Cinco de Mayo.
Well, if somebody wants to give me Paramount Plus for free, I'll take it. But I
Yeah,
feel like I don't
James.
need to pay for another streaming service.
well, I'll find the person that is giving it to me and say, I'm going to share your passwords to people that you don't know. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, all right, cool.
And their social.
Yeah.
I'm sure we get the security number.
So
They
if
will
you
pay for the next batch of merch for distance nerding. So
if you see a weird Paramount Plus login from like say Sweden, don't worry about it. Just accept it. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It's one of the molders. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, we got Tyler
Okay.
in the chat. What's up, Tyler?
Tyler,
what up?
what's up, Tyler? Okay, let's keep going. Young
Moving on.
Phil,
Yes.
do you have plans for a honeymoon, sir?
I would hope so.
We had we're having a honeymoon year before we even before we get married, because we already went to Nashville. We're going to Cancun in June.
Uh-huh. I heard you mention Disney World, huh?
I want to go. Not
Didn't they just shut down Disney World for like one guest?
what?
Like,
Yeah,
that was in
right?
the news.
I don't know who that was. It must have been The Rock. Had to be The Rock. They had to shut down each ride because like he can't fit on like
They had to bring out a special cart for each one.
exactly. But check this out. I think you should go to Disney World because it is
Literally.
literally on fire.
I like what you did there.
So guests at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom, because there's multiple parks,
Yes.
right? That's how it works.
Mhm.
Took some video of Disney World on fire. So I guess
World is on fire.
they just brought back like the fireworks and the whole big display and the pew 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 in the skies and whatnot.
Mhm.
I guess there's a lot of wind recently, and it kind of blew some of the embers over. And next thing you know, it's like, oh look, hey, Look, the Little Mermaid ride is on fire over there.
No. Under the sea. Oh shit.
Cinderella's running around with her hair on fire.
Exactly. You better go under the sea because the top of the sea's on fire.
So how it's like SpongeBob. How's there a fire underwater? What is happening right now?
That's the way it happens. Part of the Disney magic. You can have fire on water. So you should go to Disneyland, bro. Or Disney
You
World,
should.
I should say.
I
Disney
want to go
World.
to Disney World. I want to go to Disney World. Actually, on Monday, Jackie was actually saying, like, guys, give me a reason to go to Disney World. She was like, I need to know.
Do you
what's-
really need a reason?
For her, it was why go to Disney World because we can just go to Disneyland.
That's not the same.
And I'm trying to tell
At
her it's
all.
the same thing.
Not
like
the same at all.
the-
Is
the-
she listening? Jackie, it's not the same
Not the same.
at all. It's
Not.
completely different.
There's 4 parks, 5 parks.
And really all you need is downtown Disney. That's really all you need there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the restaurants and the shops are and all the, people are walking around and
Mm-hmm. Yes. Is it called Downtown Disney?
Yeah.
In Orlando? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Mhm.
I thought you're thinking of Universal Walk.
no, downtown Disney was
Oh,
there.
then I'm wrong. Okay. That's fine. I'll be wrong.
And that's the whole point. He's telling you you're wrong.
Yeah.
James
Doesn't
is never
happen
wrong.
often. Not when we're doing trivia, especially about the challenge, the MTV challenge. That's what
It's the same thing I tell my my employees when I'm wrong. I'm like, I like being wrong occasionally. Brings me back down to earth. Brings me back to the common man.
to
Right?
your level.
Exactly.
That's
Sometimes
not bad.
I need to be wrong.
So I guess the wind caused the fire, right? But this is like not like the only disaster that Disney World has had. I guess there was like freak thunderstorms. It rains there all the time, but like a
It's
severe
Florida.
thunderstorm.
Yeah.
What was it like earlier this month? And part of the park flooded. Like Hollywood Studios at Epcot, like there was flooding going on in the
so
park.
we have flooding, fires,
Yes.
hurricanes,
Yeah.
Yes.
God
lightning.
doesn't want Disney to be in Florida. That's what
and
he's
you're saying you want him to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so that it's his
Yeah.
plot so that he can take over the entire show.
Right.
Yeah, and get all of your collectibles behind you.
Exactly.
Which we actually side note, we need to
No, I
address,
bought some of those. Excuse me.
we need to address the debacle that is behind you, sir. Because that's given my OCD, like you have got to do something with that.
The debacle that's behind me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got boxes everywhere. You got I don't what's on the desk. I don't even know what
It's a
is going on.
blanket.
So that is a Golden Girls blanket. That is a ship that I built on Monday. And then
Let's talk about the box that's just shoved into the shelves up there. What is going on there? What do, okay, yeah.
It's by your left ear. Or
Like, what
this
what
ear.
is going on
I'm
here,
pointing at this
man?
way.
You've got to organize that, sir.
I don't see what box you're talking about
It's
here.
sitting at an angle.
It's on top of the comic book.
Oh,
box.
those are the pogs. Yeah.
You got damn
Yeah.
it, Phil. You're killing me here.
And we got to put some pop protectors on those Funko Pops. Come on, sir.
Ah.
Jesus.
Look at the disdain on this man's face right now.
Driving me crazy. I tell you, you gotta
I'm
clean that
sorry.
up.
Coming from the guy whose stormtrooper is wearing a sweater. Is he wearing a cardigan back there?
Oh, that's a Christmas sweater.
Oh,
Zoom
Hang
in
on, let me get him real quick.
Let
Hold
me
on.
zoom.
is it? It looks knit, like it's knit for him. I wonder if AA would fit in that
He
sweater.
probably could fit in that sweater.
Oh, look at that. Okay, I approve.
Okay.
I will approve of that. That's not bad.
And
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
no.
go. Ruined it. Ruined the display.
Ruin the display.
we were saying, Aaron. So
Yeah.
during holiday seasons, do you just take the sweater off and put it on yourself, or
When you're
I do.
chilly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He keeps it pressed and clean for me.
there you go.
Mhm. Very nice. Very nice.
Totally fits you.
It will. I'll fit into that damn thing.
Okay, my last bit of news.
What do you got?
On to some gaming news.
Gaming news. Not going to be much help here.
Are you guys playing Elden Ring? I that name keeps popping up, or that game keeps
So
popping up.
I keep hearing about it. I have a couple of my technicians are gamers, and they're always on their break, like playing, like watching videos on their phones, doing their thing. Nah,
When they should be working.
they're on break. It's
When
okay.
they're on break.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
I have not
James
played
is
it.
like a driver. He's just like, get back to work. Stop
Yeah.
watching videos about video games.
I've never played it, but all I hear is about it. So
Yeah, it looks good. I haven't purchased it because I have so many other games I have to finish.
like Destiny 2 that he'll never finish.
Yeah, well, there's that, but then also like I need to finish Halo, which I haven't finished yet, and then I need to start Cyberpunk.
That Beyonce song,
Sure.
Halo.
Halo, Halo, Halo.
That's all I want to do. Okay, Elden Rings. I guess there's a dude. He goes by Distortion 2, and he set the world record for the fastest completion of the game,
Insane.
and it took him 29 minutes to finish.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so you're
game.
not doing anything but running through this game,
Yeah.
right?
I guess it's
that's
a thing.
So
It's-
yeah, speed runs are a thing in the gaming community.
Yeah,
A lot of
speed
times
run, that-
people are
that's
always
for
trying to
sure.
do speed runs. I mean, like the record for like Mario was like 10 minutes. Somebody like went through the entire game in 10 minutes.
yeah, and you're not
That's
trying to do
nuts.
all the side quests. You're just plowing through.
Right. You're just like getting through the storyline and killing all the bosses. Like specifically in Elden Ring, like that's 29 minutes is crazy because like apparently these bosses, like the bosses themselves could take like 29 minutes to kill. So it's like,
Wow. I don't know anything about this game. Is it like
I don't either.
Is it called a co-op game or is it like a single player?
no, it's a single player game.
Okay.
I guess there are plans to do like, like a open world co-op in there, but right now it's just a single player.
I'll have to check it out.
I was going to say
Give me this. What type of game is it?
it's an RPG, but I mean like
Okay.
it's the way you guys probably haven't played the games that like that are connected to this, so like Dark Souls.
Yep. Nope. Can't
Which
say
is
that I have.
yeah, Dark Souls is considered like one of the hardest games in existence. Elden Ring is basically Dark Souls, but written by J.R.R. Martin.
Oh, wait,
The Hobbit
J.R.
guy.
Martin or
Game
Tolkien?
of Thrones.
Tolkien, Game
No,
of Thrones,
Game of Thrones.
not Hobbit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew
J.R.R.
they were.
Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones.
Why are both of these guys have two initials before?
Why
their
is there so
names?
many R's?
RR, JR, DR, Horton. I don't get why. The
Young
R is
RRR
cool.
Phil. Anyways, I don't know anything about this game. 29 minutes. How fast can you finish Destiny 2? And I guess the whole thing is like you utilize like cheats. Like if there's like a glitch in the game, like you utilize that to advance yourself, right?
Well, how do you know where glitches in games are?
You kind of just learn where they're at. It's
Yeah.
like a lot of times it's just because like the developer left something out or messed something up. Like we call them cheesing, right? And like we exploit that stuff all the time in Destiny. It's like, oh, there's a cheese right now where you can go and get like this weapon, because they messed up some glitch in the game.
Oh, got it.
I have again a god rule in the game is going to be something that's like, because they have different attributes, the weapons have different attributes. God roll is like the perfect like attributed weapon. We
You're
just
like shooting a nuclear missile at somebody.
basically like we just did a cheese, and it's like they're elaborate as hell. I don't know how people figure out how to do this stuff, but it's like, like we had to go to another character and then transfer the weapon to another character and then go and open it up in the forge, and then we had to like back out of the forge and do like all this crazy stuff to make it so that we can basically purchase everything we wanted for the weapon without like having to like actually like
Yeah,
build
I
the
feel
weapon.
like the developers do that on purpose. That's not a glitch.
Yeah.
No, because
How elaborate that is, that's purposely written in there for somebody to figure out.
A lot of times what happens is it's just something where like, they didn't realize that it happened, because by the time they figure it out, because they've already patched it, but like by the time they figure it out, they'll put out a patch in the game and you can't do it anymore.
So it's not there on purpose. Not like
Right.
how Mario Brothers has that little pipe world that
Right. It's not there on purpose. It's a oh crap. We like
we
specifically
left
for
a nuclear missile laying on the ground.
yeah,
Oops.
like specifically for that glitch that I was just talking about. We found out about it on Friday, and we were like, okay, we need to do it before Monday when they come back and realize there's a glitch, because a lot of times the developer will see like, oh, on YouTube, they'll come in like Monday morning and see like, oh, there are people who are glitching the game, and like if it's a really really bad glitch, um, people who have exploited it, they'll go into your account, remove the weapon, and then ban you for like a month.
Oh, what?
It's something that's like really exploitive.
So the only thing that I know that's similar to that,
Mhm.
and we didn't call them glitches back then. It was just like, oh, look at this secret. Was level 4 on Super Mario Brothers, and the turtle coming down at the end, and if you jumped on it right, he would keep bouncing back and forth between Mario and the step, and you'd get infinity lives.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah, yeah, that was like a known thing in Super Mario Brothers.
I did not know that.
Or like right
I'll
now,
find the YouTube clip and I'll send it to you because I remember perfecting that, and you would have infinite lives.
That's dope.
I was gonna say like right now, it's not really a glitch, but it's one of those things where like the developer will try and balance things, but then we'll find ways to like break that balancing. Right now, my character with the build that I have and
I
like
feel like
kind
that's a toxic trait.
of the build that I have right now with everything that I've added on my character, I have unlimited grenades right now. So it's like, because I've like built my charging rate on my grenades like up to so that they're really fast. So I'll toss a grenade and it kills everything. And then because it killed everything, for every kill that the grenade gets, it recharges my grenade. So basically, I just
Oh, I hear you.
throw it in crowds and just like kill all kinds of things. And so like things that are supposed to be hard because there's a whole crap ton of like characters that are running at me, my grenades are killing all of them, and I'm just getting unlimited grenades and just spamming grenades at them. And like that's something where it's like the balancing is off. So they're by the next by the next update, that'll be what's called a nerf, and they'll be like, oh yeah, now these grenades can't do that anymore because we're going to make the charging rate longer, or all this other stuff. Like, the meta in the game is always going to be like what gun is outdoing everything because of, or actually another glitch. There's a game mode called Gambit, and they messed up on the way that they wrote a specific gun, because of another gun. Like basically there's like this whole hitbox that a certain gun is supposed to have, and there's this other gun that's in the game that now, because they fixed this one problem, caused an issue with this other gun that gives you an instant kill when you go player versus player, because this game match is like you're playing against enemy, player versus enemy,
Cheating.
and then yeah, it's basically cheating. So
It was cheating.
every time that we go into a match, because you can see what your opponents have and you can see like what guns they have, every time we see Ariana's Vow, we're just like, oh god, we're backing out.
You lost me when you stopped talking about Super Mario Brothers Turtles.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
So,
Moving on.
But Elden Rings, 29 minutes. Can you do a speed run? I just want to know, like, hey, I know a dude that got through Destiny 2 in like an hour or something like that.
that's
Speed
like,
run it.
it's impossible just because the
Oh, here we go.
no, the storylines alone are built to last like hours. It takes like a couple of days to beat the entire storyline in Destiny.
Come on, unlimited grenades. Let's do this.
It's not about that. It's about like you have to run through everything and get through like all the different worlds and everything, and then they stop you after every storyline to go somewhere else.
Okay.
It takes a couple of days for it to get done. I wonder what a speed run in the storyline is though.
Can I throw some rumors at you? Like you
Sure.
throw grenades at people?
Yeah.
I got like a bunch of rumors.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm
Are
talking.
you ready? Sing a song. This is your last bit of talking.
Starting rumors.
First rumor, Damon Lindelof, creator of Watchmen, co-creator of Lost and The Leftovers, which were all actually really good series. Now I'm thinking about it, is reportedly working on a new Star Wars movie, not a show, but a movie.
Okay.
So, I mean, would you like a lost Star Wars movie?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I
I
know,
don't know
right?
about that. I would fully be behind a Watchmen kind of thing. I mean, he's a decent writer, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really liked The Leftovers. That was an interesting show on HBO. And
Mhm.
then Watchmen was amazing. But he kind of comes from that like J.J. Abrams
right.
world, right? You know, he's kind of, you know, he wrote Lost, you know. So he kind of comes out of that J.J. Abrams camp. He's
Mhm.
also done like Star Trek Into Darkness. Like he wrote that.
Right.
So I'm kind of down with it. So it's more of a story driven I could see it being more story driven versus, you know, the big shoot 'em up bang bang lightsabers everywhere. More grounded, I should say. What do you think? Tacos on the table? Damon,
Damien.
Damien, Dame,
Damien.
Damon Lindelof.
Damon Wayans.
Damon
Damon
Wayans.
Wayans is writing a Star Wars movie.
I would watch that.
I would. I
Right?
would totally watch that.
I give that
Message.
Oh,
I
men
forgot
on
those
film.
dudes. There you go.
Men on film.
That's it. I give it
Oh.
2 snaps and a pew pew. Something like that.
Message.
Oh yeah, message. Oh, that's good. Living Color. That was a good show.
That's so
man, it's
funny.
good. Handyman.
Okay. Next story. Star Wars.
Still staying with Star Wars.
Yeah,
Same
no,
with Star Wars.
I'm
I got a
Star Wars.
couple of them.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like frame this right. So we may be getting a new animated series for Star Wars, which is like okay, great. We got
We got some.
Rebels,
They
Clone
do,
Wars.
they do a good job at them, so I'm
Right.
not upset with it.
They're they're usually all overseen by Dave Filoni, which is all right, cool. I'm
Mhm.
great. That's great. So we're getting a new one. We don't know the era, but I guess composer Kevin Kiner let the cat out the bag that they're working on a new one right now, and it's going to be each episode is going to have like a full orchestra like soundtrack for each episode.
That's cool.
So I'm like, what's happening here? Why would they do so much production for this new animated series?
The Mandalorian series.
But see,
No,
like,
it's animated though.
Yeah.
but why would they bring a full-on orchestra? Like, you think Star Wars and sound and orchestra, you think John Williams,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So, I mean, for the most part, you think of John Williams, you think of the original trilogy. Yes, he also did the prequels and stuff. But like, do you think we're going to get an animated series that takes place within the original trilogy?
It could, but I mean, it's not John Williams either, though. So I mean, because
Right.
it's a composer. So I mean,
Come on, John Williams is like 90.
yeah, but I mean, he's coming back to do the Obi-Wan series.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, John Williams is also a little pricey.
A little bit.
So maybe he's not down with it doing the cartoons.
You know what I
You
think
know?
it would be? It'll
We're
be.
waiting.
I was waiting for you guys to respond, but I mean,
Dramatic pause.
dramatic pause. I think it's gonna be New Jedi Academy.
There you go.
I think it's gonna explain
There you go.
the actual academy that Luke starts up.
I didn't think.
Didn't think that was supposed to be an animated show.
No, but the thing is that there have been 2 references to the academy. We've seen it twice at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and it would make sense to do an entire show on Luke's Jedi Academy. Now, with that, if you're, I mean, because I'm just thinking more of like epicness, like on an epic scale, right? And like why you would want to do a full orchestra, and
Right.
More
and I think-
epic than Leia flying through space.
way more epic than Leia flying through. Well, nothing is more epic than Leia flying through space.
That's a bad joke.
I'm trying to think of a Mary Poppins song, but I couldn't.
Just a just a spoonful of sugar.
Makes the medicine go down.
Oh.
Medicine go down.
So does that mean somebody has to come in with a really bad Cockney accent? So like,
Exactly.
"Oi, Mom,
So the rumors are like,
are you a Jedi?"
the Jedi Academy is good. A lot of people were thinking this may be the first introduction into like an animated version of the High Republic era. Like,
Oh, that would be cool too.
bring it in like full on, go big with it, because this is supposed to be like the evolution of Star Wars.
Well, are
so
we still getting the acolytes?
we're still getting the Acolyte, yeah.
But Acolyte's live action though. It's not going to be.
Okay, never mind. Because I was thinking maybe for some reason I thought the acolytes was animated.
Mhm.
Yeah, Acolyte's live action.
What was the list of shows that came out? Which out of those what were animated?
The only one was
Droids one.
Visions, Star Wars Visions, which was
Wasn't
like
the X-Wing show supposed to be animated?
No, that was also
No?
supposed to be live action, but that
Oh
got
wow, okay.
canned after the whole situation with
Carano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or are you thinking of Red Squadron, the
Is that
Patty Jenkins movie?
I don't know.
That was live action as well.
They listed off like 18 shows that were supposed to
Yeah.
be coming out, but I couldn't remember which ones are animated and which ones weren't. And I'm trying to think of one of those that would make sense for them to have a full-on orchestra.
There was only
Visions and
2.
Droids was the
Yeah.
other.
Okay.
Droids was the other one, but hey,
I feel like neither
Screw
one of those would take a full-on orchestra.
The thing is that Droids, I don't think that was a Filoni property. I think that one was something that they had like that was like another property that was coming up. But this seems like it's going to be a Filoni thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know, Filoni keeps everything close to the chest until Disney announces it. So I mean,
And then another rumor was that we may get a Darth Maul animated series to kind of tell the story of Crimson Dawn.
you know, what's funny is I was just going to mention, you know, like another good idea would be like if they did a Crimson Dawn show,
which they've touched on a little bit with Book of Boba,
right?
And Solo.
Without-
So yeah.
without really talking about it.
Mm-hmm. There's a
know.
lot happening in the comics that would make a lot of sense for them to jump into that. So
Let's put some tacos on the table. So who thinks we're getting a original trilogy animated show with a full orchestra?
Nah, I'm going with Phil's idea.
Which one was that?
Or High Republic? Was that
High
your
Republic?
idea?
That was my
Or was
idea.
it-
yeah,
Thank
that
you
was
very
yours.
much.
Okay, then I'm going with
High Republic is actually a really good.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't have any visual mediums for High Republic. High Republic is all books and comics right now. So it's like
Right. Exactly.
that makes a lot
Exactly.
of sense for them to start moving into that era. Because I mean, the only thing they have planned as far as like on the slate that we know about is Acolyte, because Acolytes take place in the High Republic. So be cool to actually see a High Republic cartoon.
Mhm.
And then we get like, you know, new characters that we can attach ourselves to. So
By the way, Double A,
Yes.
do you think Philippe is the one that comes up with all the good ideas? I mean, I have some good
Not at
ideas
all.
every
No.
now and again.
his ideas are pretty poor, but they're poor enough where I can buy into them.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yours are a little more highbrow,
Yeah.
and it takes a little more convincing for me.
Yeah.
He knows how to sell them.
I have crappy ideas, you know, like a podcast.
Exactly. He knows how to sell them, and we are all on board for the podcast because we're all here. So, well done. I guess that worked. Shit.
Right.
Anyways, moving on.
Next rumor.
After I just messaged Philippe earlier today. I'm like, hey, I just bought new stickers and new keychains, and the tripod just came in. So I guess we're all in. Okay, where are we? Okay, Star Wars. More Star Wars. Last
Jesus.
one on Star Wars.
All right.
So I think we're getting closer to knowing when Andor is going to hit Disney Plus. So with them announcing other shows like Miss Marvel, Obi-Wan, knowing that they confirmed The Mandalorian is coming this year still. That whatchamacallit, Andor is going to be happening probably August, even though they haven't announced it yet. Because
Wait, this
just looking
August?
at
Mhm.
this August,
No way.
They said it's this year. They just haven't
Mhm.
announced when.
You know what though? But they also didn't say when Obi-Wan was coming out, and then all of a sudden they came out and they're like, "Hey, it's in May," and you're like, "Wait, what? Like May 2023?" They're like, "Nah, in like a couple months."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, they finished Principal on Andor, so I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
they said it's gonna be May.
no, it's not.
sounded
Yeah.
just like him.
So Obi-Wan comes out in May. It's only
Start
like
your
6
own boy
episodes.
band, James. You got the voice.
Hey,
If the podcast doesn't work
Yeah.
out, there's-
yeah. See, you got to be one of my background dancers. Miss Marvel's coming out in June.
Sorry.
I don't know what's coming out in July, but they're thinking like the way everything's laying out is that Andor is going to land sometime in August. And I'm like,
Okay.
that actually makes kind of sense,
Yeah.
right? Because that'll be your hook into Disney Plus for another month or two before Mandalorian's like, okay, here we are, boom.
yeah, because you don't want to go up against your own properties, but you also don't want to go up against some summer blockbuster that's going to be running the theater. So when does Top Gun come out? Because I don't know if that's June or July.
I'll have to go back and take a look.
I think it's
Take a look.
June.
Like, I'm surprised Obi-Wan is coming out May 25th, and then
Right.
Miss Marvel is coming out June 8th.
Yeah,
Like, they're going to be
That's
on
2
top
weeks. Yeah.
top of each other for a couple weeks.
I mean, it's killing me right now that like Disney Plus has nothing for me to sink my teeth into right now.
No, unless you want to just have like a Marvel like binge watching show on in the
Mhm.
background while you're doing stuff around the house.
Yeah, like I watched The Incredibles last night because I was just like, hey, Incredibles.
That's good. Second one sucked.
Top Gun.
I definitely watched the first one.
Top Gun is May 27th, so the same weekend as Obi-Wan.
Wow. Damn it. That's going to be a busy weekend for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah. So they're thinking Andor August. I think it's coming in August.
yeah, because like you said, it would make sense right before Mandalorian comes out.
Mm-hmm. And that's just thinking Star Wars. Like, we haven't thought about like what MCU stuff is coming out, and they're not
Mhm.
going to, step on their own toes, so to speak. But
Right.
my tacos are on the table for some
May
Andor
or,
in August.
April, August.
August. Yes.
I see
Okay.
that.
Let's keep going. I'll try to crunch through this. So, DC, we're going to move on to DC. So, Rachel Zegler, who's going to be in the new Shazam movie,
Mhm.
she's supposed to be like one of these sisters that are gods. They haven't officially announced who she is yet, but she mentioned somebody was asking her about Gal Gadot, and she says, I'm not going to say much, but because they're both the lead actresses in Snow White,
Right.
she said, this wasn't the first time we've met.
Oh,
Ah.
So they're like, oh, is Wonder
never
Woman
saw the first one.
of Shazam?
Yeah, never watched it.
Oh, Shazam is good, dude. Shazam is really good.
Everybody says that. I even had it recorded because I think it came out on HBO or something. And I'm like, I have it recorded on my DVR. Still
Mhm.
haven't watched it.
It's on HBO Max.
Maybe you pause one of your Formula One races.
It's not Formula One comes back this weekend, so that's always
Whoa.
takes precedence over everything. And Netflix released F1 Drive to Survive season 4 last weekend, so I've been watching that all week. It's such a good show.
I did see that pop up in my Netflix thing. I'm like,
I'm asking you to watch one episode.
I'm asking you to watch one movie.
No, you've
Of
asked me to
something
watch.
you're supposed to
you've
like.
also asked me to watch like 3 other shows tonight.
That's not my fault that you haven't watched them yet. I mean, you're wasting time on this stream. You could have been watching a movie.
You are a little bit behind. I'm just just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice behind, but you're behind.
It's not America's ass, that's for sure.
It's more Clovis's ass, but that works too.
Hello, Amy, in the chats. Hi.
Hey, Amy, it's late for you, Amy.
We're talking about
It's
we're talking about
9:20.
asses, and then Amy shows up. She's like, "Oh, hello."
Amy's in North Carolina.
Oh.
North Kakalaki.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving away from Double A's ass. So, tacos on the table.
Good
Do
ass.
we get Gal Gadot? Do we get Wonder Woman in Shazam?
you know what, they did Superman in the last one. I do think I
I
would
could see that.
Yeah,
Especially with how good they did with at the end of Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you get
Totally.
silhouettes, you know what I mean? You got something. You got the Justice League in some capacity.
yeah.
Yep.
So, because everybody, it was, fan service, everybody really liked it. Even if she shows up in the quickest cameo, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's literally what happened with Superman. Like it wasn't, it wasn't him, but
Yeah.
they had a stand-in come in
It was
because you don't see
Superman.
his
That's
face.
all. That's all you
Yeah.
need to know. It's Superman. Right.
That cameo was hilarious though.
I think they may push on this because, I mean, we don't have another Wonder Woman movie planned.
Mhm.
Nope.
No, not another Justice League movie.
Nope.
Though we don't know what's going to happen in the Flash. But this is DC. Like maybe this is our last shot with Gal Gadot. And our beloved Wonder Woman. So it may
It's funny how like Warner Brothers makes it seem like they're trying to move away from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
But all the other filmmakers that are making movies and making TV shows and everything like that are like pulling themselves into that universe even more.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Totally.
Mhm.
My tacos are on the table. I think we're going to get
In some capacity.
I actually think it's going to be more because, I mean, think about it. Shazam and Fury of the Gods. It's all about the gods and whatnot.
Yeah.
Why not
She's
have
a
Wonder
demigod.
Woman show up?
Yeah, she's a demigod. So,
She's a demigod.
it makes
Yeah,
sense.
she has to. All right.
So I think so. Yeah. Anyway.
Next.
Okay. Last bit of rumors. Wrestling rumors.
Yeah.
I'll be no help.
Yeah.
So
Now this one.
Go wake up the doctor. She needs to be in on this.
She's at her house tonight, so
Exactly. Go. We'll wait.
We'll wait. Go and wake her up.
it is only like a 8-minute drive from here. So
That's fine. What I heard was Philippe stall for 8 minutes.
I can do that.
Yeah.
This easily. I talk too much as it is. So
Yeah. We're gonna hear a lot of Mickey for the next 8 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hey, folks, we're gonna talk about why you don't want to mess with a mouse. So we carry knives and
7.5 more minutes to go. Oh, okay.
7 more minutes. Let's go.
So, former executive vice president of AEW, former TNT champion Cody Rhodes, we all know has left AEW, and all the rumors is that he's coming back to WWE, right?
Mm.
They were WWE was just in Jacksonville, Florida, which is the home of AEW, and he wasn't on Raw. So they're thinking that Cody is going to make his debut back to WWE at WrestleMania, which makes sense. Okay, what's happening? What's going on? There's storylines right now that Seth Rollins, who's currently not a champion, and he does not have a match in WrestleMania, so they're kind of hyping it up that like he wants in to WrestleMania, but he doesn't have a spot.
Mm-hmm.
They may pair him up with Cody Rhodes because they keep dropping like this is a nightmare that he's not going to be in WrestleMania. Nightmare is like his nickname, American Nightmare.
The American Nightmare, right? Because his father was the American Dream.
Yeah, exactly. So they're thinking, do you remember, Philippe, a couple years ago when the Hardy Boys came back during WrestleMania?
Yeah, because it was a big deal. It was the Hardy Boys. I mean,
yeah. So it was like a 3-way match for the tag team belts, and they're like, wait a second, we're bringing in a fourth team, and the fourth team was the Hardy Boys, and they brought him. They played the music, and everybody lost their shit, And they're thinking it's going to be the same sort of thing for Cody Rhodes, is that because this is huge that he's coming back. Like
it is. The thing is okay. I don't know if Cody's that much of a shill, man. Because the
shill?
Because WWE, like they treated him like trash, man. Like they the whole thing was Stardust and like him just he obviously didn't want to do that character. Vince had no faith in him and was basically like, well, I don't want you to be your own creative. I don't want you to do anything. Just stick to the character we wrote for you. And then he left and proved to everybody that he could do well on his own with the character that he wrote. Right?
Yeah, very true.
His American Nightmare. Yeah, I mean, he started that off in New Japan, right? And then carried that over to AEW when they started AEW. And it's like, he proved to the world that I am, every bit as charismatic and talented as I've been telling people that I could be. And it's just kind of like, I feel like that's a shill move for him to go back to WWE after they proved that they had no faith in him.
I think it's going to be a flex on WWE just to be like, hey, we took your guy, your top guy,
right?
and like we're going to throw some money at him.
It's a power move.
Exactly. It's just going to be like, hey, even if it's for a year, we're taking him.
I don't even see it being that because they've been reducing their roster. They've been obviously doing cutbacks in all kinds of different places. To say that, oh, we're gonna, our flex is Cody Rhodes when we can't afford anybody else.
They let go of a ton of people, right? And Cody Rhodes built up a name for himself, built up a whole another promotion to compete with WWE, but WWE is going to say like we're going to take you back. I think like what Double A is saying, I think it's a huge power move. Last year was the first year that WWE made $1 billion. Like you think about all the cuts and everything going on with the pandemic and all that stuff. They made $1 billion last year. The first time they've done that.
Me.
Right?
It's staggering.
So, crazy. I think some of the big execs even took pay cuts as well. But like $1 billion. I think this is now that, we're coming out of the pandemic, they're making power moves and they're going to be like, you know what, AEW, you're taking our trash that we're releasing. We're going to take your top guy.
I feel like if Cody does do that, he's selling out.
You think so? You think it's a sellout?
I feel like that's a huge sellout move.
How long has he been doing it?
Cody Rhodes? He's been doing it for almost 20 years now.
Okay, so he's getting to the end of his career. If somebody threw a big bag of cash at you and you're like, hey, come over here for a couple of years, you'll have enough to retire.
But again, I feel like it's a sellout move because
not doing it for 20 years.
But no, because a big chunk of that career was with WWE, and WWE made him look like a fool, and they just did nothing but just.
I think it's all in the past.
You're not worthy enough to be any kind of top guy in our business.
But then
we're gonna make a mockery out of your character because all we're gonna do is make you a sellout version, or not sellout, but like a low rent version of your brother's character, who your brother doesn't even like that character to begin with, because Dustin Rhodes had said multiple times that he didn't like Goldust, but he kept doing it because he got
it's a paycheck for him.
Right. But the thing is he left and built his own character.
But I think they're going to bring him back and it's going to be completely different.
No, I mean, he won't be Stardust when he comes back. It'll be, if he does come back, it'll be Cody Rhodes, and it'll be the character that he has built over the last couple of years. The American Nightmare that he is, like, I'm back and I am my own man if he does come back and everything like that. But again, to me, that feels like a sellout move. That you're just like, I'm willing to take money from this company that had no faith in me, that so much so that I had to leave and make my own company.
Yeah, but that's his ticket though. Hey, look what I did without you, and now you're gonna pay me a crap ton of money for me to come back.
And plus, I think there's a little bit of like father-son thing, like, hey, dad.
Yeah, because his dad his name there.
Well, no. It's more like Vince McMahon, father-son type thing. Like, you didn't believe in me.
Some sort of father-son relationship with Vince McMahon. I watched all of those documentaries on biography.
He left, like, Cody left on his will. Like, I went and made a man out of myself, and now you're gonna bring me back as kind of like a pat on the back, good job, kid, kind of thing. I think he's gonna do it. Plus, you also have to think, no matter what happens now, he's holding all the cards. All the cards. So like if he comes back for WWE and it's crappy or he doesn't like it, he'll always have a home at AEW. That is not
Yep.
going away. He can always go back. But what he does is bring notoriety to WWE, and then all the hardcore fans are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he did it." But then you get people talking about AEW kind of on the side, like, "Oh my god, where was he? AEW? What happened?" I think that is more of a power move for him to go like, "I proved myself. I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm gonna be a top dog in WWE now instead of a mid carder." And then everybody's still gonna be talking about AEW. So it's like almost like a
Show me the money.
win-win on so many levels for him.
I also in the back of my mind always think WWE is very much a, you know, for the next 5 minutes, Cody Rhodes is going to be the big thing, and then they throw him back in the mid card again because WWE does that.
I think if that ever happens, he'll walk
Yeah,
because they're not paying. They're not paying.
But if they have him under contract, he can't just walk. He'll just
Well,
get
they're not paying, say, a Brock Lesnar to be a mid carder. They're paying Brock Lesnar to, you know, be in the title hunt and be news. I think they're going to pay Cody to be the top dog to be in the news.
But they paid Braun Strowman to be a mid carder. He was the highest paid wrestler at WWE, and he was a mid carder.
Where is he now?
He's not wrestling right now, but I mean, still,
exactly.
but that's by choice. If you follow him, it's just like, you know, he said that he's not wanting to wrestle right now. Especially when you saw him towards the end, he was looking.
He's damaged goods. So
but
we're
what
getting deep on Braun, but I think.
But what I'm saying is like they will put top guys in the mid card. They've done it, and they continue to do it. Seth Rollins fell in the mid card for a little while.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like they will take top guys and put them in the mid card because it's like, oh, well, we don't like the storyline that's going on right now. And it's like, I mean, Cody Rhodes is a charismatic dude. He can stay on top easily. But what I'm saying is the way that WWE treats their talent, I don't see them treating him any better than he was when he was a mid carder before.
I think he's completely going to be different.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't see the company itself, because he will be different. He will be better. If he gets creative control. Oh, and again, the same thing. You look at Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was another top guy that got pushed into the mid card and got pushed down and buried.
Where's he wrestling now?
Again, by choice. And have you seen the pictures of him lately?
They let go of people, whether you loved him or not, and none of these guys are wrestling.
Again,
before you guys get any further into this tangent,
hold on.
It's 9:30.
No,
I got to get out of here.
No, this is good. This is good. You're gonna bring this to the doctor. She's gonna love it.
No,
this is literally the last story, so we're finishing.
My bedtime.
Okay. Tacos on the table. Does Cody show up at Mania?
I am no help for this.
No, tacos on the table. I think he will. I think he is. Again, I'm just saying my disdain for the idea of it, but I think he will show up at WrestleMania.
I think you need like your beer can half full on this. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. Double A. Come on. Tacos on the table. Put them on the table.
He doesn't know. He has no idea who.
You know what? I hope he does. I hope he shows up and he chases that bag, buddy.
There you go. You bring that back to the doctor. You let her know that Cody Rhodes is going to be at Mania. You guys end up watching Mania. It's going to be amazing. All right. That's it as for rumors and for news.
That's it for the show.
That's it for show. Unless you want to buy a t-shirt, because we got merch, people.
We got merch, people.
$20. All you got to do is DM us at Distance Nerding.
Look how sexy that shirt is. Look at that.
Who are you looking at? You looking at me?
Also possibly because it's extra medium and he looks real good in that shirt.
You do some push-ups real quick just to accentuate the logo. Stretch that logo out. But you can have one of those shirts. $20 if you're local here in Sacramento. All you got to do is DM us your size. So Instagram or Facebook at Distance Nerding. $25 if we got to ship it. Amy, we can ship it to North Kakalaki if you wanted to.
Yeah,
we'll do that tonight.
could send one to everybody in the family.
Todos los familia
Yeah.
thing,
Okay.
right? Exactly.
That's-
$20 a shirt. Let us know. We're
say
gonna
it
bring
in
them.
Tagalog.
Go ahead. What?
Now say it in Tagalog.
Oh, I don't know. Come on
Yeah, say it in Tagalog. Come on.
now. Tagalog. Tagalog. Say it in
Aren't
Tagalog.
those Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Isn't that a Momoa? I don't know what's happening here. We're gonna be bringing them to Gem State Comic-Con in beautiful Boise, Idaho, as well. So if you're in Utah and you're listening to this, hit us
Utah?
up.
Idaho?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Idaho's a different state, man.
Yeah.
Utah's not
Yeah.
the same
Wow.
place.
You just
I get past
really-
Nevada, everything looks the same.
You are not going to have friends out there. They're going to be like, you compared us to Utah.
Yeah.
You are
Well,
not welcome.
this is what's great. Young Phil's gonna edit this, and it's gonna sound great.
You can't edit audio. That's you know this already. You're not allowed to edit audio.
You can't edit audio. Then what are you doing on the show?
What do you even do?
You hit
around
the
here?
I
soundboard.
just talk and press the soundboard.
There you go. There you go.
I'm
Perfect.
the soundboard guy.
If only we did this on a Monday.
Did we do
Speaking
this
of
on a Monday?
Mondays, yeah.
I'll if you don't have 2 people, I can try to come on this Monday.
Sweet. Jack will be on because we're gonna finish that cakes versus pies bracket.
Okay.
But if you want to come on, dude, by all means.
Yeah. I mean, do you have anybody else coming on?
Not at the moment.
Okay. I just
the
know once you
Jackinator?
get more than 3 people,
Mhm.
it gets really hard to have a conversation.
Right.
Sometimes it's hard with 2.
That is true.
Because I like to listen to myself talk.
But guys, on Mondays from 6 to 8, we do the build. Now, obviously, you can see what I built last Monday, but coming up this Monday, I am building the Tumbler from The Dark Knight.
Are we going to talk about Batman?
And we're going to be talking some Batman.
That was a great movie.
Oh, so good, man.
So good.
You
but
guys
we
fell
will-
asleep, so
Are you
I don't
guys going to
believe you.
spoil it?
Just for a scene.
Oh, we are spoiling the shit out of it if we're
Are we?
talking about it. Yeah, dude,
All
it's
right.
been out for 2 weeks now. Come on.
All right.
Oh, that's true. That's
You
true.
called it.
No.
Called it.
Yeah, no. Spoil the shit out of it. That's their fault if they haven't seen it yet.
On
I
it.
like it.
So yeah, guys, 6 to 8 on Mondays, we do the build. And then, of course, 7:32, whenever we finish, we do the download on Wednesdays. Guys, now also, you can go to distancenerding.com. You can buy some taco.
Buy him a taco,
Who
people.
doesn't like tacos? You can buy us a
Everybody
taco.
likes tacos.
Exactly. Except for Bird. Bird doesn't like tacos. She's
Which
weird.
is weird.
Yeah,
That's why we don't allow her on the streams anymore.
exactly.
Oh,
But essentially, anytime you buy us a taco, it goes back towards you guys. It goes back into merch. It goes back into stickers. It goes back into us hanging out with you guys and doing events and things like that. So there we go.
yeah.
Anything else, James?
Well, I mean, if you want
Oh.
to tell us what you're nerding out on, you can,
Hang on, Amy.
What's happening?
Oh, you just took. You
Yep.
got it. Happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday, Amy. Guys, on the count
Aw.
of 3, we're going to sing happy birthday.
We're not singing it.
1, 2,
We just say happy birthday.
3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
to
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Happy
birthday,
dear
Dear Amy from North
Hey,
Kakalaki.
Rebus.
There you go. Happy birthday to
to you
You
and many, many more.
y muchos más.
that was horrible, but we will continue on.
I like how all of us were singing a different version.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's how happy birthday. That's cool.
Happy
Good for
birthday,
you.
Amy. From sunny California, even though
Wait.
it's not sunny right now.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is your birthday 3/16? Holy Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Oh hell yeah!
Give me a happy birthday.
Give me a
Double
happy
A.
birthday,
Oh yeah.
and that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so. That's terrible, terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
What?
Yeah, really bad impression of Steve Austin. What?
Okay.
What? Okay. We
It's
are
also-
finished for
hey,
the
it's
night.
also
Hold on,
Sheila's
Zach,
birthday.
he's
Happy
about-
birthday, Sheila. So
Hi.
if you're listening,
Happy birthday, Sheila.
happy birthday, Amy. Happy birthday, Sheila. Right.
Uh,
Okay. Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, the Distance Nerdington Post. Double A, where can we find you?
Facebook, Aaron Watson.
'Cause
Instagram,
we're gonna find you. We're gonna find you.
agent_double_A, and those are the only two social medias that I use.
There you go. Perfect.
John
Young
S.
Phil.
I was saying, Jamez, where can we find you?
Jamez, you're up on the screen.
It's everything at Distance Nerding. So it's Instagram, Facebook, the TikTok. I'm not TikToking, but Young Phil is TikToking, like those crazy kids, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly Instagram at Distance Nerding. And thank you if you listen to this or watch this and you ended up following us on Instagram, because we did break 1,000 followers on Instagram. So much appreciated.
Congratulations.
That's very, very nice of y'all.
There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, you can find me at Distance Nerding wherever you have social media, every social media that exists. We're at Distance Nerding. Like we mentioned earlier, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I said Facebook,
GeoCities,
MySpace, Friendster, OnlyFans, but OnlyFans is only pictures of birds' feet.
What else? What else? Any
Family
more?
show.
Yeah, exactly.
Tinder? No.
Are we on
Tinder?
Tinder? I don't know. I don't have a Tinder account, so I have no idea.
Tinder. Plenty of fish.
Farmers only.
Farmers only.
That is definitely somewhere you can find Distance Nerding.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle. Satanic
like
Panic.
Oh my
You
God.
definitely aren't on Christian Mingle because Christians don't like D&D. So,
Wow.
Oh man. What do the Amish people use? We got to figure that out too, so we can reach out to them.
Amish only.
Amish people use carts.
Carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
Amish.gg. That's what they use. Yeah. Find me on amishonly.gg.
Like I said, rumspringer.gg. Rumspringer! All right.
There it is.
We are done. Guys, it's time for the dance party. Let's get this done.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Stay hydrated. Are you going to make water dance? Let's watch this. Dance, water dance.
Oh, look at that.
Pick a card. Pick a card.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Stickers.
Distance Nerding.
Yellow
Sign
eyes.
Jawa. Sign Jawa.
It's Aaron's sweater.